You think you understand how this business?
Alright then, boys. Hello, hello. I'm here with Jake. Let me get all these up. Wait, did I not do the right thing? Oh, I've done them all on the wrong screen. So... oh, that was a massive waste of time. Right, well then. Looks like I've got to do it all again. Give me 2 seconds. I did it all on the recording screen. Alright, well, spent all that time setting this up for nothing. Alright, let's get all these off. Right. We are not in the heat just yet. And... right, as soon as I tab in, we should be good. Yeah. So, yeah, we are commentating round 1 of the WSX Championship, hosted by Selfie. The tracks are made by Fuela. Me and Jake are in the booth, going to be commentating it. I'm just going to run a few laps now. Everyone else is in qualifying as we speak. And then I believe Heat 1 will be going up at past. So, not too long. So I'm just going to run some laps. I do apologise that I'm on the bog standard Yamaha with the no model. Purely because I just took all the models off to commentate tonight. Because I didn't want everyone to be on a triumph. So, yeah, this is the track of tonight. Argentina. There's a qualifying version, which is what you're seeing right now. And then in the actual races, there is a rutted and a nighttime version. Oh. Yeah, I just run some laps on the track until the ping for the heat races go up. We're going to be watching Heat 2, so SX2 Heat 1, sorry, in the first one, because the heats aren't staggered. So we'll watch SX2 Heat 1, and then we'll watch the SX1 Heat 2, and then the mains are staggered. So we'll be watching SX2 main, and then the 450 main, and then that is it. Not a super duper long night. Can I make you mod please untrusted? I don't really need too many mods, to be honest. I think Jake is my only mod currently. We don't have too many weirdos in there to the point where we need too many mods. Not yet, anyway. Maybe it'll get to that stage at some point, but nothing just yet. I'm doing no face cam today as well, purely because I'm commentating. You know, don't need a face cam to block someone's screen. So we're doing no face cam today. Not really any point. No one needs to see my face when I'm flying around watching a race. So not really any point today. What folder do you put your loading screen into? There's a UI folder. Or if not, make a UI folder. And then just put them in there. You have to save them as a TGA. And then call them background and then splash. But you have to spell background differently. And then, yeah. It's hard to just explain it, really. I haven't actually written the race version at all. Are you here, Jake? Or you just not spoken? Or am I?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you are. I wasn't sure if I actually undeafened.
Yeah, no, it's just setting things up. Put the gear on and stuff.
If I need more
Well, I
mods
need
at some point, Mason, then maybe. But I don't really get any mods at the minute.
Yeah, the rotted version's a lot, not quicker, but you see like that flat corner you just went over to
Yeah.
the big quad in. That's got a rut, so you can just power out the corner and just rut quad.
Oh, okay. It's quite a lot easier in the
I
race
think
version.
the quali and the race version make no difference, because
Right.
obviously I've got both the laps.
Yeah.
So my lap on the qualifying was a 52.1, and my lap on the race.
Is that line triple in there?
Wait. Oh. So my lap on the qualifying is a 52.171. And my lap on the rotted version is a 52.151.
Right.
So on quali and race, my lap time is 0.02 slower on the quali version.
Oh, so it's literally no difference.
So literally no difference. These sort of corners, there's a rut, you do a quad and that sort of stuff. It just helps you out the corners more, I think, the ruts.
Yeah. It's SX2's half past, isn't it? They said.
Yeah, it says quali ends at half past, so I've got the -B open, so I'll let you know.
Right, okay. Oh, we have to give Selfie our GUIDs again. I thought I sent them in the chat literally earlier when we were sorting the track stuff out. Just use these ones here. It needs to wireless us for the race. For the heat race. Been pinged in Climax as well. What am I
streaming?
Yeah, what am I streaming on? Maybe what I stream on all the time. What do you mean? I don't stream or upload anywhere else other than YouTube.
Right, here we go, results are up. So we'll do SX2 results first. So top quali was a 52.9, joint with Yoda with a 52.9. 52.993, 52.993.
They're actually up now then.
So exactly the same time for 250 top qualifying.
I will throw them up now then. Do this. Whack a display on. Here we go. So heat race, you said they're up.
Yep.
So
SX2
we've got...
if you want to check.
Oh yeah. I was just looking at... I'll do SX2 first then, actually. Get them out of the way. So, damn. Lancer and Yoda, the exact same lap time. That's crazy. Bit more of different
on the
bikes.
ETO team as well.
Oh yeah, both ETO.
Both on the ETO team joint top qualifying, really.
And then Woodland. I don't know if any of you guys know who this is in chat. Is it Zor or Zaya, or does anyone know? Did you have to re-download the track again? 6 minutes of quality left by the time you got into it. Yeah. You had to re-download the track. And to be fair, they did ping that like a while ago. So yeah, this is SX2 then. So so pretty much everyone qualified because there's the 99, 90, 99, 90 stuff. And then 450 top qualify was Jesse. And then Boy only 0.1 behind. And then you got Breezy and then Dorian. So they're pretty much the people you'd expect to be up there, I'd say. Davey as well, not too bad, 5th in his heat. Breezy and Davey in the same heat. So we're going to be watching. We'll be watching Heat 2 when we do it.
Heat 2, yeah.
Heat 2.
So we'll have Boy, Dorian, LH, Dark, CW, Boca,
Wardy
Mr.
as well.
C Star.
And Ollie. Oh, Wardy and Ollie, they're both qualified as well, which is good.
which is nice. Yeah.
And they didn't. It wasn't 250.
Not
where
honestly
everyone-
horrible lap times, to be fair, from the two guys. About 3 seconds off,
I thought they
which really isn't too
struggled a
bad.
little bit, but seemed to be okay. Didn't get a clean lap, boy. Fair enough. I mean, at least you know you've got some speed left on the track, though. You can work with that. But I think Boy will have a Boy and Doran. Doran's normally pretty good at Supercross. He's normally that 5 to 10 range in aerial Supercross, so he's normally a decent gauge. So yeah, we'll wait for the heat races to go up. I think so, Sophie's going to put them up any second, I do believe, because he did just ask us for our GUIDs to add us in. So we should be able to join that in just a second.
Have you said mine over?
Yeah, I was in both. Right then, we can go back over to the MX Beacus for a little bit. Oh, I'm messing up all of this. Right, okay. Right. So yeah, we'll run some laps basically until the heat race server goes up. The SX2 Heat 1 goes up. And then we'll load up into that. But yeah, I've not done a commentating stream in a very long time. Can't remember the last one. I think it might have been the Arena Cross series that I was doing maybe, I don't even know, like a year and a half ago now, maybe, something like that. So yeah, it's been a little while since we've done any sort of commentating. So I'll try my best to fun the flow again with it. I've never actually co-commentated with anyone either, so this will be my first time commentating with Jake, I do believe.
I've never commentated before, but here we are in the booth.
Oh, have you not? I wasn't sure if you'd done anything with anyone before. Club Max Boys has some new gear for tonight as well. Some nice orange, blue and black kind of stuff. Looks pretty nice, pretty fresh for the Club Boys. And yeah, I am on the Deegan bike at the minute. Literally just took all my models off for the stream. And I'll put them right back on again after the stream, basically. I downloaded as much of everyone's stuff as I possibly could. Pretty sure I downloaded every single person's stuff, so if I don't have your stuff, you either didn't send it to me or it was put into the drag and drop run. Big old quad. Yeah, I've not done any sort of hot lapping or anything around this track before. Only laps I've done is when we first got sent the track 2 days ago or something. I ran a few laps in it. Jake does have the world record on both the quali version and the race version because that's Jake. And yeah,
I know me, AC, and Justin Brayton just went out there and ran some laps. I just managed to get the world record on both tracks.
I just haven't even
You know
touched
how
the
it
track
be.
since. Jolt's the world record fastest lap of the night on both tracks, and this is in the booth for the race.
You know, I don't want to just like embarrass anyone. I thought I'd just get in the booth tonight and just rap, you know.
Oh, no traction around that. Would you remake a Supercross vid? What do you mean by remake a Supercross video? Oh, like tips and tricks? Yeah, there'll be more tips and tricks. I just try not to do too many of them. Like a lot of the tips and a lot of the tricks haven't really changed in quite a while, and then especially that nothing has really changed in the last year. I'll probably end up bringing out a new tips and tricks video maybe when new OEMs come out, because you'll most likely have to ride them a bit different. But as of right now, if I did another tips and tricks video, it would probably be the same as the other two that I've done, because nothing has really changed. Obviously with the update where leading forwards helped, and then new OEMs as well, when these first come out, I did a tips and tricks video as well. So yeah, maybe when there is new ones we will. Yeah, just saw that ping. I'm going to back out of this and load right up into that then, shall we? Do I whack it on the Be Right Back screen? Yeah, we can throw on that. Make sure you join as a spectator as well.
Yes.
What are the servers called? I'm assuming it's not Pro Series Daddy. Is this it? Selfie Racing League. I'm assuming this is it. Right, we are doing 250 Heat 1 first.
Yes.
I'll just organize it up. Nice.
What?
Oh. There we go. Back. Heads off. Not expecting the stream to fill up crazy type because obviously it's the NSP finale. So with that going on, round one probably won't be super duper stacked, but it wouldn't surprise me if the rest of the rounds are going to be much more stacked and we'll get much more people in here. Obviously, when NSP isn't going on at the exact same time.
What's the lobby?
It's top 9 for heats, isn't it, Jake? No. SLFY. SLFY
Nice.
Selfie Racing League. That's what I did. I didn't know what it was called either. I just kept typing it in.
Yeah.
Hello,
From
Wardy.
the announcement, I'll double check it again.
Round 2.
It says top 8 from heat races, top 4 from LCQ.
All right,
So we're just going off the announcement. So top 8 from this heat race go through.
Okay. When a new OEM's come, there's no release date yet. We're in testing. That's about it.
If this helps anyone, as a perspective of mine, I think it's too late now for them to release them for Supercross. So I think don't panic about OEMs. From my point of view, anyway.
I am hoping and assuming that Fuela has done cameras, so I haven't got to fly around the whole time. But if I have to, then I have to.
That's the fun part. Fly the drone.
I can put it to the main screen now, and I can also put SX2 Heat 1. Oh, why is it going backwards? Okay. I'm assuming they're allowed to ride the track. Can I repeat that your friend spoke over you? Friend speaking over me. I said there's no release date at all yet. We're just in testing. And then Jake said after that it's probably too late to release them now as his perspective as a non-OEM team member.
As someone
For
who's been in
Supercross.
the community for 3 years, they do release them at awful times, but I think it's way too
To be
late
fair,
now
they've been released
There's no
later.
mention of them. Yeah, but I feel like there's been a lead up to the release.
Yeah. We do have a Mr. McGimpsey here with the full Red Bull Husqvarna vibe here. Very nice, very interesting gear set. Looking pretty fresh with a full Red Bull. Is that an NGS Red Bull bike? Did I see NGS on the side of that? Don't know, but he's running the old Paboso numbers though, so I don't think it's custom made for him in any way, but he's rocking the Paboso numbers. They do the job. Oh, HGS, I think that says. And we've got Woodland in there as well. Woodland will probably be pretty quick around here. If you guys don't know Woodland, he races every single night of every single day of every single hour. So he knows his way around
He's
the
an
course.
amateur. He's a professional. He's a professional amateur. He's.
He races everything, but he's quick, so we'll allow it. We've got Monster here on the number 61 machine, the number 61 KTM. I will get a little fly around actually while we're here, because I can have a little, I can get a closer
look at some
look.
close-ups.
Yeah, I can get a closer look on everyone's stuff. Very nice, got some Fox on it. I didn't get your gear. I did say in the warm-up of this, I said, if I don't have your gear, then you either sent it in too late or the drag and drop was wrong. Other than that, I downloaded everyone else's stuff. I downloaded everything that was in the link. So if it didn't work, if I don't have it, it either didn't work or you put it in there like 2 minutes ago and obviously haven't got it. You're going to try to do this next week, Honda? Definitely show up. I feel like next week or the weeks after will definitely be a lot more sacked than tonight. Purely because, like I said, NSP is running the same time as this, so there's not too many top pros doing this time. We got Neon here tonight. We've got a few Carbon Max boys. So there's still some top pros here, but I feel like in the next few weeks, next few rounds of WSX, there's definitely going to be a few more top guys in it, and it'll be a bit more stacked. So if you're someone that's just about qualified tonight, I'd get that grind on, because it's probably gonna be a bit harder to qualify next week. Got Mr. Saturn, and again the bike life in. Oh, this guy's a bike lifer. Hand in the air, knee on the seat. Most pros would do 450, yes. MX2 probably wouldn't change too much. You might get a couple more people, but 450s will probably end up being a bit more sacked. Got a safety guy here, nice and safe with his high vis on. Being nice and safe, bit square though, bit jaggedy.
I will say though, these tracks do look very nice.
Freya definitely does do some good looking tracks. What's the E road looking like? It seems people are riding the track. 0.05, not too bad. That's not really going to do too much when it comes to the heat. The race isn't really that long. We do have a big leaderboard thing here, but it's obviously real life riders.
Brandon Hass is on the top.
Lap time 2:05. Pick up the pace, mate. We're running 50s.
Hey, it's Brandon Hass. Careful.
Sorry, Brandon House. Sorry, mate. Got Woodland here.
It's the real life team manager, mate.
Hello, Rugwood.
We've got HW up here with our second place in qualifying.
Got the DJ over here. Crazy lap time.
I probably should have removed some models there.
Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, I took all my models off tonight, so everyone should be on their normal bikes. Monster for the win. We can always keep an eye on him.
Monster got point third. No, what did he get in qualifying? Let's have a look. Monster was fifth in qualifying, which isn't too bad. So it's a heat race. We could have a look. It's half the field.
Indeed, indeed.
He could be up there.
He's got the bike life skills, though. 12 o'clock. Oh, look at the bike control. The steez on him. Interesting wearing fox gloves and Alpenstyle boots. Not a fan, but game's a game, I suppose. Do you know what exactly they're doing with the new OEMs? More grip, less grip? There will be less grip. You won't be able to be as aggressive. As of right now, that's about the only change that we've tested currently. So it's way too early to say what's definitely changing and what definitely isn't changing. But all I know is that most of the people in the OEM team and most pros want the game to slow down a little bit and be a little bit more realistic. So if you're going to clutch dump and full throttle a 180 bowl corner or a 450, you want to lose grip basically. Whereas at the minute you can be really, really aggressive on a 450 and be pretty much a-okay. We've got the boots. We have his boots. He's running the 60 helmet as well. Looks like we are going.
It's race time.
We'll go to the camera. Actually, we'll do the start, I think, in free roam. And then we'll go over to the... tell you what I can do. I can put my bandwidth up. Yeah, let me put my bandwidth up so people can actually be visible. Hopefully that shouldn't affect any FPS or anything, although seeing as everyone is on the gate here already, it might do it a little bit.
So we see Lanson and HW here, first and third in qualifying, going for inside gates, whereas Monster with third gate pick has gone far outside. Whether he's done that on purpose or not, we'll have a look.
Lanson's looking pretty fresh for the gear though, liking the sponsors and everything. We do have a Linda launch. Interesting. 15-second
board is down.
Who do I reckon's going to win? If Woodland doesn't rage quit, I'd say Woodland. We do have a DNS. Does that mean someone hasn't started? Or is that someone that's hosting it? So gate's gone down, then going to the first corner. People going out wide, people hugging the inside. It is going to be Woodland with the hole shot. Ashford jumping past him. Mika up the inside. Oh, I'm shit. Has just absolutely cleaned Woodland.
Now, not a great start for Monster here. We saw he picked the far outside gate. He's now fourth to last. Fifth place in qualifying here for Monster, and he is at the back of the pack.
Looks like Aimer Fast is in the lead. Pretty comfortable lead already. A 1 second gap. Lanson in that P3 spot. Mika has gone off the track. He's going to try and rejoin as safely as he can.
Monster here has passed 5 to 6 riders in 2 sections. So Monster is flying at the minute. We got our first in qualifying in second. HW Woodland in third. Monster blitzes the whoops, tries to make the pass on rocks. Sort of make contact on the way out. The whoops couldn't make the pass.
The Monster going to try and get the inside of Rocks as he comes up short, but no, Rocks covers the inside, defends that line. Monster can't quite dive up his inside. Rocks does definitely know that he is there though. Monster is probably going to try and go for the move. Rocks going a little bit sketchy again. Hugging that inside.
About for the lead now.
The quad. Oh, and Monster lands on Rocks over the quad. Monster is down. Trying to click to the leaders, but cameras are not working.
So we got Woodland, Lanson and I'm a Fast 3 wide going over that triple. Lanson and Woodland opting for the quad in. Lanson makes contact. There's been a lot of contact with these top 3. They all want to win.
Woodland pulling away there. Like I said, if he doesn't rage quit, I could definitely see him winning this heat race. He has the speed. But Lanson went down and is right back on him again. So Lanson is feeling it tonight. He's definitely got a little bit of speed on him on that ETO KTM machine. Aimer fast, so not letting them get away. Looks like the top 3 have broken away a little bit. Got Rocks in that P4 position. Again, you said top 8 tonight, isn't it, in the heat race?
Top 8 for the heat race, yeah.
So top 8. So it looks like TMGI is in that final transfer position only by about half a second. So it is not over yet. There is plenty of time for a lot of things to happen. Just under 4 minutes left for this heat race, plus the extra lap. And I'm a Fast has gone down. So that is giving Woodland more of a gap. Lanson in P2 still, but that is going to move Rocks up into that P3 position now. Monster in P6, someone did back him for the win. He's currently in P6.
Yeah, Monster's quick on the track, but he just keeps colliding with people. He needs to just calm down. He keeps sending it and just launching jumps. He needs to just calm down, relax, slowly make the passes. He's pushing too much as Ashford goes down.
Oh my god, Ashford down.
Before the whoops, collects a few riders.
And Monster gaining 3 positions in about a corner and a section. So Monster now moving into that P3 position.
Just have a quick look at lap times here. So Woodland has the fastest lap by 1.6 seconds at the minute. To I'm Shit in second and Lanson in third with fastest lap times. But at the minute, Woodland has the fastest lap by over 1.5 seconds. So he is flying up front. Bit of clean track, clean air.
Got Rocks and I'm Shit going for a little bit. I'm a Fuss up the inside of Rocks. That's a clean move, a little bit of contact, but that was fine. Nothing too special there. Ashford going for the move, diving up the inside there and just about getting that triple, moving Rocks out of the way. We could possibly see a bit of retaliation here, but Rocks does make a mistake. And I don't think he's going to be able to make up that much time in the next corner to be able to make a pass. So Rocks down to P6 now. Ashford in that P7. No, Ashford is in P7, although Rocks is
with
there.
a big mistake, making
So
Monster now going into P2. Lanson was about 2 to 3 seconds behind Woodland. He now has a 9-second lead to Monster. So Monster started last. He pushed up to third, made a few more mistakes, and has pushed back up to second. So the way it's going, we could see Monster battle for the win here.
Final transfer spot Rockwood is 8th. So top 8 from this. So Ellen DeGeneres is in a decent spot. TMGI is quite far behind, about 3 and a bit seconds, or just under 3 seconds. So TMGI definitely does have to get that move on if he wants to be into the main event straight away. If not, we do obviously have an LCQ. Merc Gimpsey here, not with a good start. The full Red Bull factory rider by the looks of it. Not able to get the start or the race that he wanted. Going to be P13 currently. Most likely going to be seeing him in the LCQ along with Mika as well. They are quite far behind, even 12th. So it's going to be very, very hard. We've got Fuzzy here in P12. Again, probably will be in the LCQ tonight, although he is not too far behind. There's a lot of people in front of him. It is definitely still possible. It is going to be very, very difficult, though. However, my pick for the win was right. I would say that Woodland has a pretty comfortable gap here, 15 and a bit seconds. Don't really see him not winning this heat race. Looks like Monster is going down. Lanson's down. Takes Imafaz with him. Monster just about gets past. Monster throwing it up the inside there. Oh my god, we're nearly 4 wide.
All of this is battle for second. We've got a 5-way battle for second here.
Oh, when Monster goes down,
I'm Shit goes down. Takes Monster, takes Lanson, takes Ashford.
Pile up. Oh my god. Big battles going on here. I'm a Fast trying to pull away, trying to get away from these. Monster up the inside of Ashford. Gets the move done. Monster is very, very aggressive getting his moves done. They're working though. Looks like Ashford's going to try and go up the inside. Moves Monster out of the way. I'm Shit up the inside as well. Monster goes for the triple. Monster up the inside again. Trying to get around Ashford. Ashford can do the quad and they're going to land on each other. How on earth has Monster not gone down and still got over that triple? Oh, I think Ellen DeGeneres has just launched himself off track, but he's fine. He's kept it up. But here, Woodland, 21.5 seconds. Bearing in mind, everyone behind him seemed to be hitting each other every 2 seconds. So he's definitely gaining a lot of time from their mistakes. But nonetheless, he definitely has the speed here to possibly go to win the main event here tonight. So Woodland is looking good. got I'm a fast lapping people now, so we are definitely going to be getting to lappers. Gimpsy is moving out the way. Gimpsy, sorry. Moving out of the way here for the leaders. But still some big battles here. No one's really breaking away. We're going to head down to the final transfer position, which is Rocks. However, Arch is in front of him. So Arch does have cuts, I do believe. Yes, he does. So as it stands, Arch would finish in the transfer spot, but wouldn't actually make it into the main due to his cuts. Look at Rocks is dying on the inside.
Going over the whoops for the first time, for the last time here.
Woodland coming
around the final
on,
corner,
getting the win. So SX2 Heat 1 win goes to Woodland. Nice wheelie, celebrated. He's gonna get #1 gate pick most likely for the race tonight. Looks like Monster, after a hard charge, is probably gonna get that P2 spot on cuts. Looks like I'm Shit is gonna cross the line before him. However, he probably will lose it to cuts. Yes, so Monster is gonna be P2. I'm Shit P3. Lanson after a hard race in P4. I'm a fast. Ashford, TMGI, and Arch. Is he going to get the final spot? He has rolled over the corner. So Arch currently in the final spot. Is he going to lose it to cuts? No, he is not. So Arch on the ADX factory machine is taking that final position into the main. Rock's just about missing out. He was in the transfer spot for most of that race. Just a lot of mistakes there. So Rocks, Ellen DeGeneres, Saturn, I think his name is, Fuzzy, McGimpsey, and Mika all going to be in the LCQ tonight. But yeah, Woodland, 22.2 second lead. Bearing in mind, everyone behind him were fighting.
Fastest lap times here.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Sorry, Ricky Carmichael's you.
Go on.
Just saying, look at the fastest lap times here. So Woodland with the fastest lap by a second. Monster did push up there. He was about 5th or 6th. And on the last lap there, he got his fastest lap. A few people with the fastest lap on the last lap. Feel like everyone started to get clean air on the last lap to where they could run their own pace. But Woodland took the whole shot, led most of the race and just pulled the gap. Let them battle behind him and had clean track, clean air. Led to the end, got the win for the SX2 Heat 1.
Lovely stuff. So SX1 Heat 2 should be in just a second. So as soon as that ping goes up, we shall join that. I can leave this now. So your top 8 here, these will be into the main event straight away. No LCQ for them. They can chill for a bit now. They can relax for a little bit. So it's time for the next heat.
Just want to read out unless you want to put it up, the SX1 Heat 1 results.
I can go to that now. I will close my game.
So we got Ollie Roy? Ollie Roy won the SX1 Heat 1 there. Davey in P2, about 9 seconds back. Got 2 KTMs going 1-2 in the Heat 1 for SX1, which is good to see. A few different bikes. OT in 3rd, which is a very good result for OT. Uturga in 4th, Jesse 5th, KN 6th, Budget Style 7th, and Ghost Rider 8th. So they'll be making it through to the main event tonight. And then in the LCQ, unfortunately, we're going to have Hug. Is that Hug? Huge?
Hug, I think it is, or Huggy, something like that. I think he's Aussie.
And then Thunder, Luca, Ollie, Breezy, Suzfer, Stati, Ryder, and Soko MX in the LCQ. So not what you want to see from Breezy, with a P3 in qualifying, I believe, in SX1, to then go into the LCQ. So not too sure what happened with him.
Yeah, we will wait for the SX1 heat to go up. So we just got to wait for that server to go up, and then we'll go ahead and join that. Team strategies didn't work. Yeah, your team strategy, Breezy, is just move everyone out of the way. Right, I'll load the game back up, and we shall just wait, basically. We're going to be going to, what is it, SX1 Heat 2 it will be. So we'll give that a change now. And he just said Heat 2 is up, so let's load up into that. Let me load the game back up again. And we'll get into SX1. You're in the stands, how many? Bruh. Right, let's get into SX1 then, shall we? Boy's in this one, isn't he?
Yep, so I'll read out the list. So in this SX1 Heat 2, we have Boy, Dorian, LH, Darks, CW, Boca, C Star, Virgo TK, Cam AK. It says Ellen DeGeneres here, but is there two of them?
I don't know. Yeah, there was Ellen DeGeneres in the last one, so.
We've got JMX, Wardy, Gurney, Morgie, and then Paul Rose, Sismic, and Stu.
Lovely stuff. Time for the 450s. I don't think the lines are really going to be much different to what the 250s were doing. There wasn't really anything that the 250s were doing that was crazy. So
The only line I can think of is different. There's the quad before the Supercross triple, which the 250s were doing. But I'm not sure how technical that is on a 250. And then the 450, we might see it in the race. We've got the quad, the first corner quad, which is a big line. It's not impossible. I feel like some people can bang it out. It's just getting it consistently. It's something you want to do consistent in a race, which I'm not sure if it is a consistent racing line. So we'll see. We'll see if any of them do the quad triple. But I still think the inside is still a viable option.
there's two Ellens, they're brothers. So they're running the exact same name, are they? Fair enough.
Oh, the same name.
Heats are not staggered. So we're watching 250 Heat 1 and then 450 Heat 2. However, mains will be staggered. So we'll be watching the SX2 main event and the 450 main event. Why are these fast guys not doing NSP? Well, it will be more stacked in the next few weeks in the next ones. But yeah, there's a few fast guys that are choosing to do this tonight. Club Mex boys. Obviously told them about their series and said they can choose. We have JS7 who is doing NSP tonight. And then we've got Davey, Breezy, Ollie, Wardy, Boy, who are all doing the WSX. So yeah, they have the choice. They can, they have options. I'm not going to force them to race anything. And it's the finale of the NSP today. So if they're not in the title fight or if they're sort of pretty comfortable where they are in the championship, then no reason for them to do it. Really come do something fun. Maybe even come on with a points lead. You never really know. Should be a lot more next week. Yeah, exactly. Can definitely see there being a lot more. Thank you, Red Baron. So 17 Yamahas. So it is all Yamahas here. I won't be able to see. We don't have streamer bikes yet, so no bikes for the Club Mex boys just yet. For our aerial bikes and everything like that, we'll have streamer bikes under them. But for now, it's just plain old Yami.
Just want to say for anyone in the stream and who is riding, the admins have just said if you're on the track, you will be banned. So to the 3 people currently running absolute heaters and putting laps on the leaderboard, you should probably get off the track.
That's you, Boca. I see you, mate.
If anyone is in stream, get off the track.
Oh, yep, he's pulled off. He's pulled left. He has got a lap time on the board, though. We do have Dorian Marrett.
Yeah, that's what...
Probably a name that most of you will know. Been racing aerial for years. 5 to 10 guy. So definitely will have some good pace tonight. LH as well. He will definitely have some speed to him. Got Mr. AK in here as well. Obviously, Wardy, one of our Pro-Am riders. Looking to make it straight into mid. Did Ollie make it straight into the main?
No, unfortunately got 12th. But Wardy. I have seen from some inside knowledge that Breezy was the purpose of Ollie having a bad start. So what can you do? What a shocker.
The amount of times Breezy takes
apparently, again from inside knowledge, I heard Breezy, how he's never done this ever before, didn't brake for the first corner. What can you do there? That doesn't happen often with Breezy.
I don't know.
So apparently he caused something and then that happened and that happened, so...
Typical Breezy. Yeah, I downloaded all your stuff, JMX. Unless the drag and drop might have been wrong, but I definitely downloaded it. Got Wardy and Boy over here. Let's get a little fly around for a second, shall we? Look at these two boys. So Boy's going for the blue helmet, Wardy's gone for the black helmet. Don't know why I don't have Wardy's gloves. I have all the 26 gloves. I don't know what ones he's wearing, unless he's wearing some older ones. Looking pretty fresh though.
I see them are just Black FXR gloves.
Oh, there might be older ones. I think I deleted all the old ones, like 24 and all that. I only have 25 and 26. But looking fresh though, and some new gear.
You got anyone else's gear?
I think it was mainly the SX2 guys that sent me their stuff. There wasn't really too many SX1 guys by the looks of it.
Okay.
Put the Triumph on if you ever know one else's bike. Yeah, I took the Triumph off just so I can see everyone else's stuff. I'm sure next week there might be some more, but if there is no sort of yummy 450 stuff, then maybe I'll whack the Triumph back on again. But yeah, Wally looking fresh, looking and hoping to put it into the main event straight away tonight. Same with Dorian. I think he's definitely expected himself to be straight into the main event with no worries. And I'm sure he will be as well, unless there's any issues. Got me some more G. I can see his boots. But yeah, let's get a little drone lap, shall we? So finish jump. Tie right hander here. Longest straight. Left. And then you can go triple single probably, or you can quad in. I mean, there's multiple lines that you can do in here. As you can see, there's raised lips and stuff. So there's multiple different lines that you can do in each rhythm. And then 180. And then big quad. And then Supercross triple. And then you can go outside triple, or you can roll, tie tap, or bounce off of it. Or you can actually double from this into here. And then double out. Same with this, you can hug the inside, tie a tap, or sort of bounce over it, or you can go around the outside and triple. Tie a right hander here, and then most likely triple, single. Again, multiple lines. There's always different lines you can do in these rhythms. And then you come around here, 90-degree right, same here. Lower and raise, you can either double or you can triple. It's totally up to you. But yeah, big old lines here. But this is definitely the rhythm here where there's multiple different line choices and you can gain and lose a lot of time here. We do have some VJR tough blocks as well, which I didn't know were here. Use Climax 20% if you want 20% off of a VJR model. And then a tight right hander, 180 again, into a big old long whoop section. Coming all the way through, boing, 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 all the way through, double, tight 180. And then you can either tie tap or you can just triple over this. Back over the finish jump again. So not too long of a lap, about 52, 53 seconds or so is a good lap around here. Yeah, warm-up has finished, so I do believe we will see everyone on the gate in probably the next minute or so. Everyone's doing their bike life in. Wardy is cleaning out Mr. AK. Dorian rolling around as well, everyone warming their bikes up. Everyone on the Yamaha tonight, so no excuses today. Everyone in here is on the exact same bike. So everyone is on the exact same machine, same speed, same power. Got Mr. JMX already on the podium.
It all comes down to skill.
Exactly, and suspension. Right, here we go then. Complete. I'll do the same as what I did in SX2. I will watch it start in free roam, and then we'll go over to the cameras.
Let's have a look at gate picks here. So Boy, Dorian, and LH. They get the first 3 gate picks here. So we see LH picking gate 2, Boy going for gate 3. Where's Dorian here? Dorian on gate 6. Okay, Wardy with a good gate 2. Got Morgie here next to the box. JMX is far outside gate. See if he can do anything from there. Monster took the far outside gate in the SX2 Heat 1. Didn't really get too good of a jump and started at the back, so we'll see if JMX has the same sort of luck, but here we go. Gates are about to drop for SX1 Heat 2.
Gates go down. Here we go then, going into the first corner. Ellen DeGeneres has looped it. AK very wide. LH tie up the inside. Boy with a good start as well, taking the lead early. So Boy up until Wardy goes down. Wardy had a great start, probably just in that top 7 to 8 area. And then unfortunately goes down. Didn't quite see whether he got taken out there or if it was something that he did himself. But Wardy from most likely a top 10 start to 3 from the back. So not good from him. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to make it straight into the main event here tonight. And he actually goes down again. So it is going to be tough for Wardy here to make it straight into the main event unless he puts the burners on and he can make some good moves. But Boy with a lovely early start, exactly what he wanted. LH in P2, Dorian in P3. Cam's bike is ghosting, nearly going into the whoops. So the top 3 here, pretty much as you'd expect the top 3 to be. Got AK here. Gumi, I would say this is. And then CW, Looks like top 8. I believe top 8 again is going to be the transfer spot. So you've got to be top 8 to make it through. But again, like I said, Wardy is going to have a tough night here. It's going to be very hard for him to get up to that top 8 position. Not impossible, but it is going to be very, very difficult. There go TK, not a great start, and Polro as well. Probably the worst start you could ask for. 31 seconds back already and nowhere near anyone in front of him. Not the start that you want in a heat race. Boy at LH, looks like Boy did look like he made a little mistake, but didn't really lose too much time. LH is still right there, though, already putting 5 and a bit seconds on Dorian. So Dorian already fallen off the pace a little bit, but Boy and LH absolutely going at it. AK here pretty much in his own race already, which is good. You basically want that in a heat race. You want someone close in front of you and then no one behind you. That's kind of the best position to be in. Already putting out the freestyle tricks. Got JMX here, who... No, I thought I put him through the finish line there. But Wardy. Wardy is making moves here. Where is Wardy? Up the inside of Cam. Cam goes down. But Wardy is in. Where is Wardy? P11. So only a couple spots and only a couple seconds off. Wardy has made up a good amount of ground in this first lap here. Putting himself in a great position here. He just has to be smart now. Don't rush things too much. Don't get ahead of yourself. Got plenty of time. 3.5 minutes. Oh, someone's down.
Good for Wardy here as well. We got a battle in front of him for about 8th, 9th, 10th position. We've got pile-ups, crashes going everywhere. Wardy does have to make the mistake. They're getting hit from behind. But everyone in front of him is crashing. So if Wardy just keeps it on 2 wheels, he probably could make the pass up to transfer spot.
No crazy battles going on right now. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing. AK is right on the back of Boca, though. Could we see him move? Boca hugging the inside there. Smart move from him. Same again, hugging the inside. Don't want to be letting AK come up the inside of him. But these guys are in transfer position, so these guys just need to be smart. Don't stress too much. They have a good amount of gap. Looks like AK is making a big mistake for the Supercross triple and goes off the track. Has to rejoin on the landing. Not a great place to rejoin. Dart goes into the back of him a little bit. Still gets some move on him, though. So AK only losing 1 position for that big mistake. Not terrible. He can definitely work from that. Looks like Gumi, Morgie. Where is Wardy? Wardy is not having a good race. Again, put himself into a great position. Only about 3 seconds off of a transfer spot. But he's crashed and crashed and crashed. And he is going to most likely be lapped here in the next few laps. So not what you wanted to see from Wardy.
Battle for the lead here. Just wanted to say, Boy made a mistake on the section before the quad, had to hug the inside and take the on-off, whereas LH behind quadded, which gave LH at least about half a second here. They have dropped Dorian, not a lot of pressure from LH, so I think in LH's head, he's just got to make for the pass. As LH makes a huge mistake there, launching the triple out. So that gives Boy his mistake back, his mistake free. Pulled it back out to about 3 seconds there.
There's the C-Star in P6. Not really anyone too close behind him. Still got some good guys in front of him, so he can still get some good positions here. However, top 8 you need to make it straight into the main, so he's pretty comfortable. He doesn't have a lot of time, but he has enough that he can do his own thing. A minute and a bit left, about 2 minutes or so of racing left. So again, he's in a good spot to make it straight into the main event. Top 9, I thought you said it was top 8. Jake said the announcement was top 8.
The announcement says top 8.
Oh.
Oh, we'll see. Top 8, top 9.
Well, it's top 9 now then, is it?
Okay, top 9 then.
Top 9 now then.
Change the announcement.
So top 9. LH, big case there.
It seems from just watching the racing, there's a lot of little mistakes going on. I've not actually raced the track, but it seems very technical for racing perspective. We've got a lot of the top guys making little mistakes here. Just a few cases here, over jumps there. So it's quite a tight technical track. So if people like Boy, you don't really expect mistakes, but they keep happening. So must be a difficult track. Boy is opting for the inside here in the first. No one is really going for the quad. I'm not sure if it's quicker to go outside quad or inside double. By the looks of it, just inside double is the safe line, getting it every lap.
So it is top 9. Top 8 was for Paris. So just a mistake there, but it's fine. Top 9 now then. So Gumi is in the final transfer spot by a few seconds, I would say. He has not really anyone behind him. AK trying to make the move there. These two are in 8th and 9th though. So if these two can just be smart, they have quite a big gap behind them.
Just having a look here quick at the fastest laps. Boy has the fastest lap by 0.2, and then third place is There Go TK, but 1.7 seconds back. And as we can see here, we got Dorian with the 6th fastest lap time, but sitting easily in third at the minute. So it just shows consistency is key on a track like this, where there's a lot of mistakes going on around him. Stay on 2 wheels, you keep your position. Dorian's just having an easy heat race, which is lovely. Good to see.
So final lap then. About just over half a lap now for Boy to go then. 3.2 seconds back on LH. Pretty comfortable. Don't see Boy losing 3.5 seconds in, you know, half a lap unless he does go down. So we'll be on board with Boy here for the final few sections. Boy, hold on to it. Boy goes down. LH is going to make the move and LH cases. Boy manages to make that pass again. Is LH going to get a good driver in the whoops and manage to challenge Boy before the finish? But no, LH gets a bit squirrely and Boy just about holds on to it as long as cuts don't come into play. But Boy is going to take the SX1 Heat 2 win with LH just behind him. LH nearly got it after Boy made that mistake, but Boy managed to hold on to it. Dorian, 21 almost seconds back. Ellen DeGeneres absolutely wants himself in the whoops there. He is a lap down rider though, so Dorian going to take that P3 spot. Probably not how far back he wanted to be, however, straight into the main event. Can't really complain. Mrs. C-Star as well. Make up a few positions in the last few laps up into that P4. P5 is Dark. Boca P6. P7 AK. Gumi in P8. And the final spot then is going to be Sismic, I do believe. 5 seconds back.
CW was actually in front of Sismic on the second to last lap, and then Sismic made the pass, and then CW crashed, taking 10th and 11th down. So Sismic was 10th, and then a few people made mistakes around him, and he just managed to slide up into 9th. So very good there from Sismic. Kept on 2 wheels and just managed to pass 2 people.
Exactly what you need to do. You can never really give up in a heat race because you never know what's going to happen. So Sismic taking that final transfer spot, and JMX just missing it out in the most annoying position, is that 10th position in that heat race. So he is not going to be happy with that, missing out by 1 spot. And then there go TK, Cam, Morgie, CW, Wardy, Ellen DeGeneres, and Polro, all going to be in the LCQ, which is just going to be after this. So in a minute or so, the LCQ will be there. Can we Linden launch? I don't know what the rules are on that, Boy. I think a few people did in the SX2 class. I don't know. I think Selfie is in here. If he is here, he might be able to tell you, but I don't believe anywhere in the rulebook there was about no Linden launching, so you might be able to. I don't really know. Someone is still
sort of a rule that you can't, but it sort of has to be listed. Yeah,
it's like a gentleman's agreement to not Linden launch, because it's basically cheating us art, but if it's not in the rulebook, I suppose you can't really do much about it unless Selfie, you know, tells you not to. So we'll see. Don't really know what the rules are on that. But yeah, that is the SX1. That is all heats done. So LCQ then in probably about 2 or so minutes time. We'll get out of here. We are going to have Wardy and Ollie, the 2 Club Mex Pro-Am riders, going to be in the LCQ. So a battle between them 2, top 4 from the LCQ, of course. So obviously myself as Club Mex team owner, I would like them to be in the 2 top spots of the LCQ to get them 2 into the main event. But we'll see. It is going to be a big old battle. You know what LCQs are like. There's always something going on. There's always something happening. I'm going to jump into a lobby. Just run some laps just while Selfie gets the LCQ sorted, because I'm sure that'll probably be like 2 or 3 minutes. And instead of you guys just being on a blank screen, I feel like it would be nice if I sort of run some laps. However, LCQ, I believe, will still be on the qualifying version. And if you didn't know, there is a race version of this track. So a nighttime version with some ruts. So these guys will be racing a different track to what they race in the heat race. So you might find a lot of them now are going to be going into a testing, loading up that loading up that nighttime racetrack and getting some laps on that, because it is a different track. They don't really know how that track races, so they are on a new track technically. So that's going to be interesting to see people adapt to the ruts around here. So we'll see. I'm sure most of them are going to be in a testing now on the race version. But I believe the LCQ will probably be on this version still, and then the 2 main events will be on the night race. So that's going to be pretty sick, getting the night race out. Racetrack is so good. I genuinely haven't even ridden it. I haven't actually touched it. I loaded it up for the thumbnail, and that was it. That was the only time I'd actually like loaded that race version up. But yeah, this is a very flowy track. Very, very smooth. Nothing too technical about it. Some big old lines if you want some big old lines. Yes, definitely an enjoyable track. Foiler has definitely done a very good job on this track. Yeah. The LCQ should be here in probably about a minute or two. Just wait for Selfie to get that sorted. This big old quad, no one really was pulling it out in the races, which I don't blame them because it's a big old huck. I don't believe anyone did it in the race. I didn't see anyone. But yeah, someone might.
Yeah, I didn't notice anyone doing
it.
I was wondering whether that would be a race line or not. Maybe a few top guys will, you've got some clean track.
It's very easy to crash on that and make up and lose a lot of time. So it wouldn't surprise me if we don't see anyone doing it in the race. But didn't you say it's a bit easier on the race version?
The rutted version does have a rut that you just follow all the way up into the quad. So it does make it that tiny bit easier. I'm not going to say it's going to change the whole racing dynamic of the track, but I think there's also a rut right before the whoops. So you can rail a rut before the whoops, gives you that extra bit of speed. So I think a few sections are going to be a lot quicker than the qualifying track. There's a few ruts before the big quad for the Supercross triple. So just the corners, I think you have a bit more oomph coming out the corners, which will help the 250 guys a lot more as well. I think the 250 guys are going to be a lot easier to race in the race version.
LCQ should be about a minute or 2 minutes away. Any tips for this track? I honestly could not tell you because I haven't hot lapped it, I haven't raced it, so not really any tips that I could give you. But Supercross is Supercross, just take your time, don't rush things too much. Supercross is all about being smooth and technical, having as much control over the bike at all times as you possibly can. It's very easy to get sketchy and squirrely in Supercross, so just be smooth, controlled. Just take your time. Supercross is definitely very easy to get ahead of yourself and start rushing things and scrubbing things too hard and over jumping stuff. So take your time and you'll be alright. You'll get through it.
LCQ is up.
LCQ is indeed up. I will finish off this lap and then we'll load up.
If you are able to, just quick as well, just check the club team chat.
Right, let's go. LCQ time then, boys. I can have a look.
So SX1 LCQ is what we're going to be watching, is what's coming up.
Is that what
I'm not sure if they're staggered, I don't believe so.
There's 250 and 450, yeah, so I'm assuming they're not staggered.
Yeah, that's fine. So SX1 LCQ is up next.
What are we joining? 250?
450 LCQ.
Oh, sorry, 250 showing up for me. Any big hitters in 250 LCQ? I don't believe so.
There's not any big hitters, which is what's sort of persuading to do 450. We've got a few guys in there. But if it's on the SX2 up, we'll have a look.
Hold on. Okie dokie stuff. They're restarting servers, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
Tell you what we can do while the server restarts then. Let's head on over to this, shall we?
Have you had a look?
I haven't seen it myself. I'll be reacting to it for the first time on the stream. I don't actually know what it is, but we have a clip here from Ollie. Is it Ollie?
It is from Ollie about a slight incident in the heat race with his teammate.
What the fuck was that? You're on the same team, Breezy. Jesus. Did you forget where your brakes were or something? Like, what? Bye. Like... Right then, SX1 LCQ time. You went for the guy behind and caught Ollie. That looked like a bit more than caught Ollie. Like... Right, 450 LCQ then.
In this SX1 LCQ, we have Thunder, JMX, Luca. There go TK, who had the 4th fastest lap time in the heat race, and is in the LCQ. We got Ollie, Cam, Breezy, Morgy, CW, Suzfer, Statty, Wardy, Ryder, the other Ellen DeGeneres, SoCal, and Polro. So Polro had a horrible heat race, not down to his speed, but down to his start. He was, what did you say, 30 seconds back in the first lap.
Yes.
So not the heat race Polro wanted, but he's in the LCQ, see if he can get some redemption. But we do have a few top guys, a few people who I thought would be battling for top 5s, top 10s. We do have a few people in the LCQ, so it's quite a stacked SX1 LCQ coming up.
I do apologise, you got on a black screen. I am loading into the lobby. So it's just because I haven't clicked on the screen since I put it back to the game catcher. So as soon as I'm in the lobby, I'll click on the screen and you guys will be able to see it. But obviously you can't click on the screen while you're loading to the lobby, otherwise your game will just instantly crash. So give me about 1 minute and then we'll you guys will be able to see everything again.
I'm sure there'll be a fix for that soon, right? Right?
Right? At some point. Right.
It's been 10 years, I'm sure there'll be a fix soon.
Right, click on the screen. Terrain deformation should come up now. There we go. Try and get the chair comfortable. Comfortable to commentate. Right then, let's have a little fly around then, shall we? We do have a KTM in here though.
We've got 2 KTMs.
So Breezy, tut tut tut. In the LCQ, eh? Not where he wants to be. Ollie does have the Paboso chest protector on, which is an interesting gear choice.
But he doesn't like the gear he's been given.
Oh, God,
Covering it up.
Not that again. Oh, yeah. Breezy is upside down. Nice. So, yeah, we've got 14 people in here. Top 4. I'm assuming that's what it is. It normally is top 4.
From the announcement, it says top 4. So we'll go off what the announcement says, but it does say top 4.
Ollie and Wardy, 2 Pro-Am guys, looking to make it into the main event tonight. We do have 3 Club Mex boys in it out of the 4 that need to make it through. So could all 3 Club Mex guys make it through? It's going to be difficult, but it's possible.
I do think JMX will be up there. JMX picked the far outside gate for his heat race. He made it work. He was actually up into 5th and then made a mistake and then just got caught up in the usual. And yeah, couldn't quite make it into transfer. So I think JMX is going to be up there. He was sitting 5th in the heat race. He's definitely got the speed for tonight. We'll just see if he can keep it up on 2 wheels and actually make it through LCQ. But yeah, having 3 Club MX guys in the LCQ is not what you want to see. But
well, it's a 2 Pro-Am guys. It's, you know,
here for good racing.
But Breezy on the other hand, this guy's got 4 years of professional experience. This guy shouldn't be in it.
Can't be biased for commentators in the booth. But Breezy, mate.
This guy, however. The usual carnage before the racing starts. Everyone finds the biggest little lip they can find and just does double backflips all over it the whole time. CW going for the double backflip. Yes, 250 main and 450 mains will both stream. They are staggered, unlike the heat races. So yeah, we'll be watching both main events. Don't worry, you guys will see both mains here. There's just going to be a bit of E-road in this one corner and everywhere else is going to be fine.
It'll be straight E-road as well.
That's what I mean.
It's not going to be a corner E-road.
7 people in the
We've got
250.
Wardy here.
Glad we're in this one then.
Lining up on the side of the whoops, eyeing up the whoops. Getting ready to make some aggressive passes. Or he might hold shot and lead the entire race. You never know. We'll see here. 7 people in 250 LCQ.
I'm glad we're there.
Well, at least we're watching this one.
Got a little desk. Got a little booth.
Well, I'll keep up to date. I'll check the MyMX booth straight after this race of 250. We'll read out what position so we know who's in what.
Alright then, LCQ
Here we
then.
go.
SX1 LCQ time. Top 4 from this make it into the main. So if you're not top 4 in this, then you pack your van and you watch the race in the grandstands. Ollie with a far outside gate, almost far outside gate. Not really where you want to be. Your best bet is to get a very, very tight inside like this and hug the inside as much as you possibly can. The wider you go, it's a very, very wide corner. It's very easy to be absolutely yeeted over that berm from someone's mistake. So
here we go, getting ready for SX1 LCQ here. A few big names.
Breezy getting bumped. Thunder with a good start. I do see a Club Mex guy down at the start there, but Breezy with the starting knees. There goes TK going up the inside, and CW absolutely cleans Breezy. Don't know if the stewards need to have a look at that, but why they made it the same time as NSP? Well, it's a finale of NSP today, so it'll be the only one that it clashes with, and then this will be on its own thing on Sunday. So I'm sure there'll be a few more people in there, but it's going to be. There go TK in the lead, then Thunder. Let's go to the old cameras.
So Thunder did get their P10 spot in the heat race, so just didn't make it in through a transfer. And then there go TK, just had a mare with lappers and mistakes, but he was running a top 5 lap time in the heat race, so we know TK has the speed, Thunder has the speed.
So Breezy's gone down again. Not looking good for Breezy. Wardy has actually gone past him, so Wardy is in that, where is he? P5, the one spot out. Can Wardy make it here? LCQ is not very long. He's got to protect his inside from Ryder just in case. Manages to keep that though. Ryder wants that P5 though, so he can go on to get that P4 spot. So it's going to be tight here. Looks like Wardy doesn't quite get the quad, and Ryder cases. It's like Ryder made it. Oh, Wardy, sorry, made a bit of a mistake. Ryder's going up the inside. Wardy's going for it. Ryder goes over. Breezy's going to make the move on Wardy. So Breezy now up into that P5 position, and Wardy. Oh no, Thunder's gone down. CW and Thunder, I believe, come together. So that puts Wardy into a transfer spot currently, and Breezy into a transfer spot. It is very, very tight up here, though. There go TK crossing the line with a decent gap behind him now. 4 seconds he has. So there go TK. Perfect start from an LCQ. Definitely where you want to be. It's 4 seconds gone in an LCQ. You're chilling at that point, run your own race. Looks like Wardy just went down in the background there, and he was in a transfer position as well, so that's very, very unfortunate for Wardy. Still not impossible, though. Looks like Breezy not quite getting that quad, and CW getting it, so gaining a lot of time there. Same with, oh, Breezy making a mistake. CW's going for the inside. Was very, very nice there, though, which was good. After that first turn or second turn collision that CW had there with Breezy. Not sure if that would be caused as a race incident or there'll be something looked into that. But as of right now, CW goes down. So that is going to give Breezy a bit more breathing room. So Breezy in P3. CW is just up the inside of Thunder. No, oh, I think CW's controller may have disconnected there because he just went straight. Yep.
I was just about to say, I like Wardy's position, and he's just sitting behind Lurkin in 6th place, but he's now been promoted up into 5th. Which means it's going to be him against Thunder. Thunder did make an aggressive pass here. I mean, it was for the transfer position, so you can't say too much about it. But Thunder did make an aggressive pass on Wardy. So we'll see if Wardy catches up, see if he makes the same sort of aggressive pass on Thunder.
Ryder in P6, quite a while back behind Wardy, who's in P5. So Wardy has to not worry about anyone behind him now. Just focus on that one guy ahead of him and get that move to make it into the main event here tonight. Ollie, on the other hand, not the start that he wanted. Making the move on Polro, though, getting that quad. He does have a lot of people around him, so it's still possible for him to make it, but it is going to be very, very difficult. It is going to take some carnage at the front of the field, I think, if Ollie is going to make it into that top 4. Ryder has fallen back a lot. Looks like Ollie is going to be right in the back of him and makes that move. JMX again, not with the great start that he wanted. He got P10 in the heat race, only 1 spot out. So definitely was someone coming into this that wanted to be in that top 4 position and definitely could have been. However, I don't think that is going to be it here tonight. 2 laps to go now and 34 seconds down from the leader. So it's going to be very, very hard for him to get into that top 4 and make it into the main here tonight. So I think that is going to be JMX's night done. There go TK though. 8 seconds in the lead now. Perfect for him so far. Just has to do his own thing. Doesn't have to worry about anyone around him. Only 2 laps to go. He can just do his own thing as long as he doesn't crash. make any mistakes, he should be good. Same with Breezy. Breezy just needs to be smart. He can finish in P3. It makes zero difference. He's going to get a terrible gate pick anyway just from being in the LCQ. So whether you're third in the LCQ or second in the LCQ, it doesn't really make too much of a difference, to be honest. So if I was in Breezy's position, I would genuinely just finish the race here, is what it is, and get into the main event and, you know, show people that you do have pace in the main. But knowing Breezy, he will probably end up going for an absolute dive bomb, kamikaze T-bone, and wad himself. But that's Breezy. We'll see what happens there. Thunder in that final chance position. Looks like Wardy has gone down again. So yeah, I think Thunder has pretty much secured himself that final position. He is rolling that rhythm though, but I think Thunder is going to be absolutely fine. Wardy, unfortunate for him again. Same in the heat race. Had a very, very good position. Very, very close to making it through in the heat. Same with the LCQ again. It's going to be very, very close, but just not quite enough. So it's going to be very, very unfortunate.
Go TK round and round the last corner. A few troubles with a lapper there, but there go TK. Goes over the finish line to secure the SX1 LCQ win. Luca, Breezy goes for the move in the last corner. We knew it was going to happen, but Luca manages to hold on. Takes P2 in the LCQ. Breezy P3. Thunder kept it on 2 wheels, had a few issues, but managed to ride home in 4th. Wardy is going to come across in the 5th place. A good ride from Morgie here. We see he come from the back, has made his way up. Same with Ollie. Ollie started around the back and they have moved their way up, but it's just unfortunate there. The top 4 guys did sort of start there and finish there, so.
Yeah, the LCQ isn't quite long enough that you can come from last and be in the lead. As you can see from the top 3, they're pretty much gone from everyone else. Just got out there nice and early as they could, basically. And yeah, very unfortunate. Wardy and Ollie are not going to make it through to the main event here tonight. Very unfortunate for Wardy. Put himself in a really good position. Just wasn't able to do anything. So a bit of an unfortunate night for Wardy. He definitely had some good speed. Just wasn't able to make it through to the main. Same with Ollie. Definitely had some decent speed coming out from the back of the pack here. Making some good moves, making some good passes, but again, just not quite enough. LCQs are like that. They're very short, very, very start dependent. You've really got to get out front early, do your own thing. So very unfortunate for them. However, Breezy made it through. So there go TK, Luca, Breezy, and Thunder through the LCQ. The most stressful part of the night over for them probably is when you're on the gate of the LCQ. That is the most stressful part. And then basically when you make it through from the LCQ, it's a weight lift off your shoulder. You're just happy to be in the main at that point because there was a very, very high chance that you weren't going to make it through. So I'm sure they'll be happy to make it straight through. But yeah, very unfortunate for Wardy, Cam, Morgie, Ollie, Sosva, JMX, Poro, Statty, Ryder, and CW, who was in a good position. CW put himself in a very good position. However, I believe his controller disconnected. He just went upper corner flying and then ended up retiring. So I think he did have a malfunction, a bike malfunction, if you want to put it like that. But yeah, that is the LCQs done, everybody. Now it is the main event times, SX2 main and the SX1 main coming up. And it is a new track, like I said a minute ago. It is a different track. It is a nighttime track. It has ruts. So it is basically a brand new track for these guys. So if you weren't in the LCQ, the guys probably had a lot of more time on that new track than everyone else. So the guys from the LCQ here probably are not going to get any warm-up on the new track. So definitely has hindered them a little bit coming to the LCQs. They're not going to be fresh on the newer track, and they're also going to have a terrible gate pick. So it's going to be very, very hard for these 4 guys here to get a good position in the main event. But let's see what they can do. I'm sure they'll have some decent speed. But yeah, SX2 main event up next, probably in about 2 minutes or so. Just wait for Selfie to put that up, and then yeah, and then we'll join into that. So main event times coming up next.
Just want to point out as well, it's nothing to do with WSX, but J7 got 2nd in his heat race in NSP.
WJ7 absolutely barked it.
Good to see.
What we can do is we can go to the MyMXB. We can have a look at the SX2 LCQ, can't we? Which isn't actually on the list yet, so we've got to wait for that. Where's my screen? Here we go then. So this is the main event for the SX1 class. 22 riders. Obviously, your 4 here from the LCQ, and then everybody else that made it through in the heat races. So SX1 class, some decent good people in it. It's definitely going to be some good racing at the front of the field. Anyone's game really from, anyone's game really, to be honest. I think Boy could win. Davey could win if he wanted to. LH could have some good pace. So it could be tight. Ollie Roy as well. Did well in his heat by the looks of it. So it could be definitely tight between these top 4, maybe even top 6. Definitely be some good racing here tonight. I don't believe that the... oh no, they are here. So Ellen DeGeneres, Yami, Fuzzy, and Saturn are the ones that made it through the SX2 LCQ. So they're going to be very, very happy with that. So yeah, this is the full SX2 list. Woodland were very, very good heat and won that heat race. So he definitely had some good speed and a lot of confidence coming into that main event. Yoda, normally pretty good as well.
We see it here both from Woodland and Yoda. I mean, if you look at the gaps here, we've got Woodland with 7:30 and then Monster 7:52. So Woodland won his heat by 22 seconds. And the same with Yoda and GT. Almost a 20-second gap again in both heat wins. So we'll see Yoda versus Woodland in the main event.
Yeah, I know, Fuzzy, but I've got to try and make it sound exciting. Normally in real life, they don't have days.
No one has
to
ridden the right
track.
version yet. No one has seen this track. There's a brand new track coming out.
Everyone's
probably
got the same amount of time on it as each other. What are we doing? Not SMX. What is it called? SX2. I'll do it.
SX2 main event.
Make it a little bit smaller. Can't make it too much smaller, to be honest. I can move these around that. There you go. Good enough. Right then, as soon as Selfie puts a ping up for the SX2 main, then we will be jumping in that. So I'm going to load the game back up. Right then. Right, SX2 main event is up then, boys. Let's go ahead and jump into that. First main event of the night, the nighttime show. The rutty track. It definitely will change the racing. Because obviously you've got ruts between everyone. Not everyone can dive up the inside of each other, so the racing will be changing. But I'm sure it'll be very interesting.
It's going to be a lot harder to be aggressive in corners. From watching the heat races, there's a lot of diving up the inside, diving across the corners, which is just supercross. But when there's ruts at the end, you can't really do that. So a lot of passing opportunities there sort of removed. So we'll see. Makes it for some good racing.
Pretty sure you can count both hands. I mean, that's in the right version. Well, now you got a racer, mate. You've made it through to the main now. It's time for you to focus up and lock in. I'm sure some people in there haven't had thousands of laps around the track. Probably a few people. Should do interviews. Not everyone wants to do interviews. Half the time, whenever you want to do interviews, it's just they don't want to join, or they don't reply, or they're not in the Discord. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. It turns out to be a lot of faff half the time. A lot of faff, and sometimes you only get like one person that will show up. So not going to worry about interviews. ADX in the main, there was indeed. Arch, I think his name was. Yep, Arch. So an ADX machine.
Yeah, Arch with the P8 in his heat race, not too bad.
Turns out he was actually
Can't
2
complain.
spots in technically, because we thought it was 8th, but apparently it is 9th. That was a little bit of a mistake there. So that was for Paris that he did that for 8. He changed it to 9. Seems like it was mainly the SX2 guys that sent me their stuff. Not many SX1 guys actually sent me their stuff. But this is a very nice looking bike. Who is this? Saturn. VMV MX bike. Made by SLD as well, so yeah. That is why it's a good bike, made by SLD. Got some Puma logos on it. The aerial logos. Looking good, looking good. Basically, it does have the Club MX rear fender, basically. Muck off ATV, skid steer, Jeffrey, icon meets. But yeah, looking good, looking fresh.
Got a big lineup on the podium here. Maybe getting a bit too excited.
Got Monster here as well. Got the Monster DHFR machine, looking good. It's got his name right on the front fender, can't miss it. Got an MDR Yamaha again, looking very, very fresh here. Very nice looking Yamaha. Got Shift, got Monster. SPS, is that? SPS suspension, I do believe that is. Indeed, looking very, very nice.
Got a few French riders in here, I see.
Thank you, Selfie. I very much appreciate that. No worries at all, mate. I've enjoyed it so far. I've enjoyed commentating. It's nice to get commentating again. I haven't actually done a commentating stream in a very long time. So it's nice. And it's nice at WSX
£5
as
each,
well.
yeah? £5 each, yeah?
Think you're getting out, mate. That's super chat. So
Am I getting paid as well?
But no, I'm enjoying this so far. It's nice to be commentating again. And it's nice to have WSX as well. A nice new series, basically. Not new to the game, basically, but...
GT87 has a key bind for good luck, have fun, but it's wrong.
Oh, really?
This GHLF.
GH.
Good have luck, fun.
Nice. Yeah, bigger lineup on the podium. Not all of you can podium here tonight, lads. Just want to let you know that. Only half of you will actually be up here. Yep,
It's a high podium, isn't it? Don't want to drink too much champagne.
Oh, GC's gone. He won't be lining up here tonight.
Podium injury. He's lining up, got cocky.
Celebrating too. It's nice to have different bikes in here though, not just 22 Yamahas, which is basically what the SX1 is going to be. I think Thunder, might be the only KTM. Pretty sure the heat race was all Yamahas, and Thunder was the only KTM that made it into the top 4. So I think Thunder might be the only KTM in the SX1 class. But it's nice. We've got Yamis here, we've got Huskies, we've got KTMs. So it's nice. It's looking good. Nice, different bikes. But yeah, Thunder, I think you are the only KTM. Everyone up here. Very nice looking track though. Very nice. Freya's done a very, very good job with this track. Very, very nice job. And one thing that Fuela does as well, that I don't think anyone else really does it, is these banners here, is that they pop up when you go past them. So when you're actually racing, you know, it's blocked off. Because Sim does that as well. They pop up after a certain amount of time. But these ones, from the back, they're invisible. But from the front, I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy to do, but no one really does it. So I think it's pretty cool touch that Fuela adds to a lot of his Supercross tracks. Don't really see it anywhere else other than with the Fuela tracks. I think that's pretty cool. Probably would have been a Honda if you had a Supercross set up and practice with it. Fair enough. You'll definitely be the only person on a Honda, I can tell you that. Bro's doing oppos over the finish jump. Very interesting. Over the what's it called? Thingamajiggy.
We are missing a few people in the main event.
I think the LCQ people might not have been white listed. I'm trying to think who was in the LCQ.
Fuzzy was in LCQ, Ellen DeVeneris. You know, there's just a few people who's...
Oh. Well, there's only 18 here, but
able to make it, I suppose. Yeah, they had their 5 minutes. It's not like they didn't have enough time. Right, so gate picks then. Let's have a quick look. So Woodland takes gate 1, and Yoda with second gate pick is around gate 6-7. So not a great pick for Yoda. I'm not sure if he picked that gate. Maybe he did. But Woodland will have the inside gate. Inside is where you want to be for this sort of start.
Tell you what though, if there was a lit kit, I can't lie, this Yami guy is looking very, very fresh. Never mind. Race cancelled. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah. Oh, someone just joined. Well,
Yeah, I
come
think
on,
people are
lads.
still joining. But yeah, like I said about
Got all
Mr.
day to
Yami
join.
here, definitely might have to give the SX2 lip kit to Mr. Yami. Looking very fresh. Yeah, we've got people joining now. Don't know where they were at the start, but... Oh, now it's on. Alright then. Do have someone else in some Thor gear as well, Mr. Selfie. I do have his gear.
Oh, there we go. So Woodland is gate 1. Yoda got his gate 2. So very lucky with the restart. Same with Lanson as well. Lanson was on the left side of the box, and now he's on the inside, which is nice. So our top few riders, the heavy hitters, do have good gates. So we'll see here. 15-second board is down.
Here we go then. SX2 main event here. Just the one race. Woodland hung up the inside. Manages to hook into that rut very, very nicely. Gets that whole shot exactly what he needed. He definitely has the speed to check out. For his competitors here, you do not want to see Woodland checking out with that whole shot. A lot of carnage towards the back here. Looks like Yami went down as well. Fuzzy as well. But yeah, starting up front. Let's go to the cameras.
So Woodland and Lanson in first and second are top 1 and 3rd qualifying, I believe. So we got 2 heavy hitters up front here, which is good to see. Lanson makes a mistake. Uses the pack behind him now. All going to catch up. Yoda with a good start as well. Yoda is going to be a fast guy. Could win it here tonight.
Looks like Lanson get a little bit sketchy in their whoops. Can't really slow down in them. Looks like Yoda and Lanson, the ETO teammates, nearly coming together there, but managed to come out pretty safe with that. TMJ get a little bit sketchy in that rut there, but nonetheless got through it. But Woodland, I was about to say he has a 4-second lead, but he has indeed done a backflip. And again, I do apologise. I don't know if this is Zor or Zaya. I'm going to call him Zor. I think that's what it is. But if any of you guys know in chat, then do let me know. But I believe his name is Zor.
Lanson there with a huge mistake. Goes from top 3 and loops it again.
Oh!
Lanson has gone from a podium position all the way down to around 12th. So not a great start for Lanson's. Made himself a lot harder now to get up to where he was.
Still very, very close, so no one's broke away just yet. Obviously running about a lap and a bit. Oh, and oh my god, I didn't get quite his name. He had numbers in it. The 3-3 flow, I think, just bumped someone over the corner there. Bit of aggression coming out here. He's not going to be able to get that triple in after getting a bit sketchy in that rut. Monster had some very, very good speed, showed some good pace in the heat race, but a bad start. And same in the main event again. He definitely has some good speed. I would definitely say 5 to 10 range, but his starts are definitely not helping him. Sitting here in P15 currently. Definitely going to struggle to get up and through his field. There's a lot of people around here. It's going to be very hard to not just get around them, but to not get caught up in their carnage. As you can see behind, absolute carnage behind coming out of that first corner. Caught up about 4 or 5 people. So Arch getting caught up in that. I'm shit. Little mistake there. Has to rejoin. I would say give that position back, but nope. He made a mistake, but I think Arch is going to land right on him anyway. But yeah, Woodland definitely has that pace. He showed it in the heat race, and he's showing it again in the main event. Not always competitive as one. Don't want to see him get the whole shot and pull away like that, but that is exactly what he's doing. And he's already built up a section and a bit lead now, so he's pulling away. He has that speed, and he's got the consistency as well. Yoda, not letting Zor get away. He's still pushing, getting that quad. So Yoda in that final podium position. And Selfie, the host here tonight, sliding around that back end there. Lanson has caught back up again. So Lanson, definitely one of the quicker guys here in this race tonight. Just doesn't seem to quite have that consistency when he needs it. Just gets caught up with Selfie there. So Selfie goes down. So Selfie is going to lose a bit of time there. So Lanson moving into that P4 spot. Yami just going over that corner there, just front tucked a little bit coming out of the berm, and his front end is a little bit stuck in that concrete wall. So he has lost a lot of time. He got up into that P8 position, and I think he's now in about P15 after that one crash. So he has lost a lot of positions and a lot of time. Going 4 wide for this rhythm here. GT's going to go up the inside, gets that good drive. Yami up the inside, pushes Ashford into the tough blocks, and they're both going to get bad drives going to the whoops. Can Red Baron make a move on both of them? He makes that move up the inside on Yami, but Yami's going to get that drive and just gets past him again. So Yami's got a lot of work to do here. But Woodland is already in lappers, I do believe. He has already lapped a few people. .8 seconds back. Zor is not letting him get away too much. 7 seconds is quite a lot in Supercross, but all that takes is 1 or 2 mistakes there and he's going to lose a lot of time. So it is possible Woodland doesn't win this, but with that whole shot and that very steady pace that he can run, I don't see him not winning this. Yoda here on the ETO machine. Comfortable P3 position for him. No one really around him whatsoever. Big gap behind him to his teammate Lanson. So Lanson is going to be trying to catch his teammate up on the ETO machine, trying to get that podium position if he can. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a big mistake from Yoda.
Leader Woodland there, sorry, the leader Woodland has just made a huge mistake, cased the jump. Now Zor is right next to him, the neck and neck on the section now. Woodland's lost about 7 seconds this lap.
Oh,
no fault other than his own. Connects with Zor in the air. It's just unfortunate. I don't think anyone was cross-jumping there. So that means Yoda now going from 15 seconds back to 8. Both the leaders making mistakes, slowing the field down, making Yoda catch just that little bit. So Yoda could be in here for the win.
Okay, Archie move out of the way. Just had him up a little bit there, but Archie moved out of the way. So Zor then in the lead. Woodland definitely has the speed. He's going to try his best to catch him. It's going to be hard though.
Just looking at lap times here, so Zor has just taken the fastest lap on that last lap by 0.01 over Woodland and then Yoda and Lanson. So Zor, Woodland, Yoda, Lanson. So the top 4 here are the 4 fastest on track. So we could see some battles. Let's see if any of them can catch up, get some close battles going on. But the top 4 on track are also the fastest on track at the minute. Woodland with another mistake going into that section, just hanging the wheel up. It's just little mistakes like that that's just making him lose the half a second. As Zorg makes his way past that lapper. Good lapping from Red Baron there, letting him past. But that makes the lead 2.7 now.
Zor being the leader will be the first one coming through all of the lappers. So it could be possible that Zor is going to get held up a little bit every now and then.
And he has a pack coming in. Look at them. From 6th to 14th is 7 seconds.
And they're only about a section away, so he's going to be coming into them very, very quickly. And
these leaders are about to come into a pack of 6 lappers.
Yoda still not out of it for the top 2, maybe even the win. So he is only 9.3 seconds back, but he's looking good. And the way that these Zor and Woodland are going to be coming into this massive pack of lappers here. Looks like Woodland's going to try and go around the outside. Who's going to get the good drive? Zor cuts him off. Woodland getting a little bit squirrely and whoops. Not quite going to be able to get the move. Still got the inside, but Woodland jumps into the back of Zor and takes himself down. Very unfortunate for him.
Quite a good respawn there, though, for Woodland. So didn't really lose too much time, maybe a second. But that means just look at Yoda. Yoda's time is ticking down. He's gaining a second, 2 seconds a lap from just Zor and Woodland battling. They're making each other's mistakes. Dodging, doing different lines, making Yoda catch up now. They are dropping 4th, Lanson in 4th now. Almost 20 seconds back from the podium position.
Monster here as well.
The top 3 is going to be close.
Monster again. Very, very bad start outside the top 15. Now up into 5th. So again, like I said, Monster has some very good pace here tonight. Just not having the starts that he needs to be running up front with the top boys. So very unfortunate for Monster. It would not surprise me if you see him on the podium in the next 2 rounds that we have. He definitely has some good speed. Top 5 coming from the back. So he's definitely showed the pace.
Speaking of speed here for Monster, Monster has just put in the fastest lap of the race by 0.001 to Zor. So Monster and Zor are the exact same lap times here. So Monster at the minute is your fastest on track.
So Monster on that DHFRX Yami 905 machine has a lot of pace to him. Just needs to get them sorted out next week and he can definitely be on that box. Got
But
Woodland
again,
and
look,
Zor.
catching up with Yoda. 4 seconds back now. He's slowly gaining a second and a half, 2 seconds a lap because Woodland and Zor are having to dodge lappers and they are all just letting Yoda pass.
And then Lapper goes
3.7
down,
seconds
just
now.
dodge him. Saturn is going to move away, but Woodland jumps off the track. That's going to allow Zor to
We'll give him a
catch.
second of cuts.
Lappers are going to find it very difficult to move because you've got 3 of the fast guys here, the top 3 here, right through them all at the same time. I'm a fast needs to move out of the way here, and Saturn as well because Yoda is coming up right behind them. Zor's going to go up the inside of Woodland. Woodland around the outside, holds that line, gets the good drive coming out, holds on to that lead. Only 0.4
Lappers
between the
not
leader and
moving for
second.
Yoda here. Yoda is getting stuck behind Lappers. He's just lost a second. Saturn and I'm a fast are still battling in their own respective positions. They both make a mistake. Yoda goes past. Yoda has passed the Lappers now, finally.
He has lost a lot of
As
time.
Woodland goes
though.
down.
Woodland is off, so Zor with a few second lead now. I think Woodland will get cuts for that. He did skip that section there, or that jump. So he's definitely going to get some cuts there, I want to say. So Yoda...
So just filling in here, Zor has 0 cuts, Woodland 1 second, and Yoda 1 second. So only a second of cuts between Yoda and Woodland.
Lanson in a
So
race
it's
of
not
his
over
own.
just yet.
No one really near him. Monster as well, quite far back behind him. So Lanson, pretty much in a race of his own, hasn't got to stress too much. Not really much that he can do. I don't know if he's going to be able to gain 30 odd seconds in 4 minutes. But yeah, it's very, very tight between this top 3 here. Zor in the lead, but again, being the leader again, you are going to be the first one going through all of them lappers. So that's when it becomes really tight because they don't know that they're getting lapped half the time. And as you can see here, 3 lappers and Zor gets caught up, exactly what I was saying. The first one going through the lappers there and gets caught up with them. EB is moving out the way here, being a good lapper. Is Ashford going to move? No, Ashford is going to hug that inside and not let Woodland through. Again, this race is very, very dependent on lappers as of right now. Lapping into the top 10. So these guys are fighting for a top 10 position here. So these guys are not wanting to move. They're not wanting to lose time for their race. But Ashford needs to move out of the way, almost dragging Woodland out wide here. Ashford not moving at all, getting squirrely and nearly goes down in the whoop. Saves it though. But that is allowing Woodland to get away now because Zor is having to get through them. Looks like Yoda just getting caught with Ellen DeGeneres a little bit. Still hold on to that P3 position. It is very, very tight though. So Woodland again still coming up behind lappers. Still no clear tracks. Absolutely shoves it into that inside line. He is going to gain a lot of time from that. It might not look like it, but he is going to gain a lot of time because Zor is going to have to get through them lappers where Woodland got through them too. Absolutely no problem. So Woodland now with a little bit of clear track. Not too much clear track. But Woodland knows what he's got to do. He knows he needs to charge now. He knows with this little bit of clear track that he's got, which is very, very rare as of right now. He has a lot of work to do.
As you said, Woodland goes down. So Zor is back up behind Woodland again.
And Woodland hits Fuzzy and just gets sketchy in the whoops. And Woodland's going to go down again. That's going to allow Yoda. So Yoda is now, after all this hard charging, up into that P2 position. Yoda could be fighting for the win here. He was about 12 seconds back earlier on in the race, and just through all of these lappers, it's been absolute carnage at the front of this field right now. Fuzzy getting sketchy going down. So Yoda holding on to that P2 position. Now Woodland caught up with 2 more lappers, and he's now stuck inside of a lapper and has retired. Woodland is known for his retiring, like I said in the heat race. If he doesn't retire, he'll win. So Woodland had enough. Looks like the lappers are a bit too much. So that is going to promote Lanson up into that P3 position. So that's going to be an ETO 2 and 3 most likely. However, Monster, I think Lanson does have a lot of cuts because Lanson's about 2 seconds to 3 seconds ahead
Lanson
of
does
Monster.
have 5 seconds of
That's
cuts.
where the cuts are. But yeah, Monster is in P4 on positions.
Sorry, and just looking at lap times again, so Woodland has just put in the fastest lap on lap 11, which was 2 laps ago. So Woodland now has fastest lap. Monster in second by 0.002 and Zor in third by 0.004. So the top 3 lap times are separated by 0.004.
But with Woodland leaving now, that is going to give him a 39-second gap on the guy behind him. So Yoda, not a worry in the world behind him now. Full attention on the race win here and the points lead. Don't forget, this is round 1. Whoever wins this tonight will have that red plate for next week. Yoda going for the move on the leader. Zor makes a mistake there, and Yoda, hard charging this whole race, has not given up once, is now your race leader. Getting sketchy in the whoops there, but not enough that Zor's going to be able to make a move on him. So Yoda and Zor, half a second in it now. 0.2 in it now. Zor on the inside on Yoda, moves him out of the way. So Zor back into the lead now. Neck and neck going into this next rhythm here. Zor catches back end. Yoda dives to the inside to protect it. And Yoda back to the lead in this race. Zor is scrubbing that triple, trying to get as much time as he can. Zor up the inside. Yoda around the outside. Yoda and Zor both doing the same line. Zor's going to go up the inside. Yoda's going to go around the outside. Yoda will get the drive, though, for the triple. Different rhythms coming to this. So Zor catches his front end and has to case. Yoda up the inside, blocking that line. Zor goes for the cut down, doesn't quite get it. It's going to come down to his lappers again. So Selfie, I'm sure, will be a good lap. Obviously, with the one hosting the series, I don't see him being a bad lapper. Ellen DeGeneres does need to move out the way, though. From what I just saw from Ellen DeGeneres there, shaking his head over the line, it does that when you run out of tear-offs. So I believe Ellen DeGeneres is out of tear-offs with a crazy cross jump there, but then puts his hand up. Looks like Selfie is going to be the next lapper. These two are going to try and get through. Looks like NJS has gone off the track again. Selfie not quite moving out of the way, but just moving out of the way there, letting Zor and Yoda through. Yoda's going to get that triple. It's a shame, Woodland. I saw that. Very unlucky with the lappers.
Yeah, the thing is, it was the lappers, but it's because they're all grouped. Like, you ran into a group of 6 lappers. Like, 3rd to 6th now is 9 seconds. Like, it's so close racing. So you're coming into packs of lappers. That's the problem.
Zor with a mistake.
But Zor makes a big mistake, dropping it down to 2 seconds now. And I just want to point out, Monster was comfortably in 3rd. He has made mistakes. He's now battling with GT87 for 4th. So Lanson does have the 5-second gap now in 3rd. As Yoda crosses the line, I did not realise that was the last lap. Yoda takes the win here. An SX2 main event, round 1 here in Argentina. And Zor will take your P2. Very, very close racing. Very good racing. Very good racing from Zor and Yoda there.
But Yoda...
So a huge gap now to Lanson.
Good. I was just going to say, Yoda then taking that points lead into next week. So Yoda will be on that red plate machine for round 2 of this WSX series. Zor with a very, very good ride. It's going to be a very good title fight. And unfortunate for Woodland, definitely had the pace to win there. Just very unfortunate with lappers. So I'm sure if Woodland comes back next week, it is definitely going to be right in the title fight.
Now, just going back to P3, Lanson did crash in the whoops. He has loads of cuts. Lanson could lose out on a podium here. He doesn't. Lanson will take home the P3. We knew Lanson had the speed going into it tonight, but he just didn't have the best race. So a P3 I'm sure he's happy with. But I do see him coming up next week or the next round, really being up there with the 2 top guys.
So Yoda, very, very hard-fought win for Yoda. Very good riding from him. Zor as well, very good racing from him. Very, very nice racing. Neither of them once T-boned each other for that pass or anything. Very, very good racing from them. It's going to be an ETO 1-3, so both ETO riders are going to be on the box. So I'm sure that team will be very, very happy with that. GT87 in that 4th. Monster, again, very, very good speed. Did have the fastest lap time in that race at some point. Not sure if he still has it. But very, very good speed from him. Just the starts are really, really holding him back. I reckon next week, if he can get a good start, he can definitely be fine for that podium. Selfie, very solid P6 there. Ashford, P7. EB96, P8. Rox, P9. Amafars rounding out that top 10. Yami, TMGI, Arch, Fuzz, Saturn, and then Woodland unfortunately retiring. But very, very good racing. Very, very close racing. Very, very tight with lappers as well. But some nice racing there. Wasn't anything too naughty. There was no T-bones or anything going on, which was very, very good. Nice, clean racing. Very, very good fight for that win there. 1.8 seconds in the end.
Give a quick look at fastest laps as well.
Oh yeah, we can have a look quick.
You can see just how close it was from 1st to 3rd, their lap times. Almost identical lap times on all different laps. Lap 5, lap 7, lap 11.
And all the exact same miles an hour as well. So all getting to the exact same speed. Very, very close between these guys. Yoda, I mean, same thing with Yoda. Yoda 0.6 off, which isn't a lot, only 0.6 off of the fastest lap, but 0.6 off and still winning the race just shows that it's very, very key to be consistent as well as quick. So very, very good ride from Yoda. We'll be having that red plate for next week. But yeah,
in my opinion, I
SX1
think
next.
Yoda rider of that race. I like not just because he won, but he just sat there in fourth and was just clicking off a second, and then just like clean passes all the way up to the front and then won. So
With Zora and Woodland
really
having
ask
to
much
make
more
their
from-
way. Zora and Woodland having to make their way through the field there. Yoda was just doing his thing, catching up, gaining a lot of time, just being smart. Didn't have to rush too much. He knew he was gaining. He didn't have to put down burner after burner after burner to catch. So very, very good race there. SX1 up next then, boys. Load into the server now. But yeah, very, very good racing in the SX2 main event. Very good racing.
Did I just see this race was a 21+1?
Yep.
Or am I just bugging? It is.
Yeah, it's longer than an aerial main event.
No, I just wondered, like 21+1. Is that right? It's just
I
like a
think
weird
so.
time for a race.
Yeah.
Speaking of the bikes, Thunder is not the only KTM. Ollie, Roy, and Davey, first and second in the heat race.
Oh
are on
yes, I
KTMs.
forgot Davey because we didn't watch the heat race, did we? That is right. Yes,
No.
Davey does race a KTM. So yeah, not the only KTM. Unlucky Thunder, mate. I know you come in there and said W, but unlucky.
Yeah.
Got 40 people in it. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be here every Sunday for each round. So we'll be here Sunday. Make sure to subscribe. Get notifications on. We'll be here every Sunday, like I said, for each round. We'll be covering each one. So make sure to come back. Very, very good race. And if this race is as entertaining as that first race was, then... And yeah, it's going to be more sack next week. So look forward to next week. Alright, let's have a little fly around. You're happy with that performance? Made some simple mistakes, but it is what it is. I mean, you're going to make mistakes in, 15-odd-minute race. There's always going to be a few mistakes. You can never be unhappy if you make, 1 or 2 mistakes. But as long as you're happy with your performance, then you're happy with your performance. It's good. It's always nice to come into a race that you're maybe stressing about a little bit and come out with a good result. Always makes it nice to hop off the game and, chill for a bit. But yeah, here we go then. SX1. I will change it on air. You did the quad triple 3 times past rocks doing it. I don't believe I saw that. But yeah, there definitely wasn't many people doing any of the quads. But yeah, SX1 time. Not many people sent me their stuff in the SX1 class. There's a lot more in the SX2 class. We do have KN. I do have KN stuff, so KN looking pretty fresh. Is doing the track backwards currently. So, very random. KN looking good though on the Alpine X COD machine. Looking very nice, going for that blue and fluorescent vibe. Very nice.
Few people to look out for this race. We have Ollie Roy, who won his heat race. Then we got Boy, who won his heat race. So we've got 2 quick guys there. We've got Davey and LH, who got second in their heat race. And then OT, a very good race, a P3 in his heat race, with Dorian also with a P3 in his heat race.
KN's still doing the track backwards. Breezy over here, obviously coming from the LCQ, third in the LCQ, so he is not going to have a good gate pick. Very odd looking setup tonight. It's gone for a blue and yellow helmet, the orange and grey gear with some red boots, so a bit mix and match, but nonetheless, all the FXR stuff looks good. Can never really make FXR setups look bad, to be honest.
I've never even seen that helmet before.
Yes, nice
Where's he
helmet.
dusted that one from?
I don't know, I've got it. It was made by the FXR Game Time guys.
Oh, okay, I've not gone. I'm missing out. It's quite nice.
I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I've had this helmet for ages. I've always wanted to get a gear to match it, but I can never find a gear that matches it. But that helmet colorway must have a gear that matches it, because FXR always has the matching colorways. So I don't know. I don't know what gear set matches the helmet, but I've always tried to find it. I've got, I don't know, like 35 FXR PSCs, but I can never find that helmet paint or the matching gear for that helmet.
Got Oleroy here sitting just outside the pits on the Charge Cycle Works KTM here. He did win his heat race, so he's got the speed, he's got the consistency. See if we can put it against with the boys in the main event.
There's two WSX series. Which one is the Frailer one? This one. This is the. They're all Frailer ones. I'm pretty sure because of the tracks. But I'm pretty sure one series is being hosted by Pro Series, these guys, and then one series is being hosted by Selfie, which is this one. Pretty sure one. I'm pretty sure the Pro Series one is NA, and then this Selfie one is EU. I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, so if you're UK, there's the Pro Series, but that qualifying starts at 11 PM. So it's NA sided. Whereas this it's on a different day, so I don't think.
Yeah,
it's
Pro Series is Fridays, and then this is Sundays. Thank you, Mr. Montana.
This one's better, guys. Yeah, this one's so much better. It's got better commentators and stuff, better guys in the booth.
Yeah, this one's got the best guys in the booth. I don't actually know if there's anyone.
This is one you
commentating.
really want to be.
Got Davey here, about to get start practicing by the looks of it. Got Mr. Ghost Rider here as well on a Star Yamaha. Looks like he's got Tomac's old bike. Guys in the booth aren't bad, just some weird British guys. Yeah, game's game. Looks like Huggy doesn't understand that the track goes the other way, so... You're incredibly American, and we are incredibly British, so... Here you go then. Here's a Davey face reveal. Here you go, guys. Davey face reveal, but you guys never thought you'd see this. Big up Davey, looking fresh in that helmet. Let's get a POV, shall we? This is Davey's POV right now. Sitting on the gate, ready to go. Got Boy as well. Boy doing the bike life. Got Jesse. Jesse has some very, very good speed to him. He'll definitely be flying up there, I'd like to think, as well in this race.
Yeah, Jesse there with the P5 in his heat race. So a consistent, nice finish there for him. Half decent gate pick here, so we'll see what you can do.
Looks like Boy needs to wash his gear before he goes to the gate. So we'll get the mechanics on it. I gave him 9 different gear sets.
Team here, guys,
so
it's fine.
Exactly.
We'll have someone. Just put a new gear on.
That's what I mean. I gave him like 12 gear sets and stuff, so you should be chilling.
Here we go, folks. SX1 main event, Premier Class, round 1. Breezy with not a horrible gate. He's on the left side of the box, but not far outside, which is nice. Jesse with not a great gate pick for his P5 in the heat race. We got Dorian, LH, Boy, Oleroy, Davey, all with their good gate picks here. See what they can do from the inside gate.
Breezy, not a bad
20-man main event.
Considering he come from the LCQ, to be fair. I thought he's going to be out here with these guys, but...
Alright, well, 15-second ball is down. Gate is about to drop
Oh,
in for the
KN
SX1
forgot.
main event.
Thunder's looped it. KN hasn't gone on the start. Dorian going for the inside,
Who's going to
but
get
Boy
the
with a whole shot.
whole shot? Big whole shot there from Boy in the Club Mex FXR Triumph.
Yep.
Yep.
He is actually
Breezy tends to hug on the inside there in P5. A good start from Breezy coming from the LCQ. We've got a few guys up here from the LCQ. Breezy manages to just get past all the havoc that's going on. Oleroy, your Heat 1 winner here, has gone down. Oleroy is now in P15, so we have a Heat winner in P15, so not great from him.
AK have a good start. Made a little mistake there. Davies got the inside. Looks like Dorian went down. And Breezy has made a little mistake as well. So Boy already with like a 5-second lead. AK at the inside of Breezy. Davey going up there as
Davy's
well.
not going to
AK
get a good run in the
drive.
whoops. Had to convert to the middle line here, which means
Oh,
who's that? LH gets the good drive from the outside, makes the pass on Davey in the whoops. AK makes the mistake on the inside rut. Gets Barbosa before the finish, which is not great.
So Breezy
Here we
getting
go
dragged
then.
a little bit by LH, dragging Davey out a little bit. So Davey's going to have to go around the outside, hit that triple in. I think that's going to give him the pass on Breezy as well. So Davey making that move and then keeps him up high. Gets the quad as well. Very nice move from Davey. And Davey's going for it again on LH. LH cases a triple. Breezy hits the green pole. Goes flying over the bars. But it is a Club MX 1-2 currently. It would have been a 1-2-3, but Breezy warded himself.
Where is Oleroy? Oleroy has moved his way up into 8th, so 15th to 8th in one lap. So Oleroy is charging through the pack on the charge cycle works KTM here as he makes 2 passes in one corner, a 2-for-1. As he goes into this long rhythm section, he does hang the back wheel slightly, and Breezy makes mistakes. So Oleroy now coming from 15th on lap 1 up into 6th in lap 2.
Getting a bit
So almost
squirrely in the
10
woods.
passes in
AK
one
gone
lap.
down. Very, very close there for Oleroy.
So Boy is pulling out a few seconds a lap here. Maybe from speed, maybe from carnage. We'll have to see throughout the race. But Davey now making a move on LH, sorry. Starting to just reel him in. We've got a long race. We've got 19 minutes plus a lap. A long way to go here for this main event.
Davey Fry
KN up in a good position.
Alright, trying to cover that inside, but Davey with the cut down gets the move. Davey back up into that P2 spot. LH go up the inside, and Davey just sends it a little bit too far. Nearly rolls over the bird.
Just someone to watch here again. Sorry, we got Oleroy makes a pass on Breezy now up into the top 5. So that's 15th to 5th now in 2 laps. As Oleroy makes a huge mistake. Is Breezy going to make the pass around the outside? He does make the pass work into the whoops. But Oleroy is going to get a good drive back into the whoops. Is Oleroy going to try to send it up the inside? He does not. He plays it safe. So Breezy now back into P4.
Okay, and nice P4 for him. Looking good as well on the Alpine. It's Cody Yamaha. Looking very nice. Oleroy up the inside of Breezy. Breezy with another mistake as well. Gives Oleroy a bit more breathing room. But Oleroy on a charge here. Trying to fight as well. KN with a mistake as well. Could that be another position for Oleroy? Gets a little bit sketchy, and Oleroy somehow keeps it up. Breezy up the inside there, manages to get that pass again. So Breezy up into that P5 position now. KN P4, Davey P3. LH is pulled away a little bit, but Boy again on a different planet right now. Very, very good starts in his heat race, in his main. Whole shotted both, I do believe, and just puts in very, very, very good early laps. Pulls a big gap at the start. 12 seconds already, and we're nowhere near the end of this race.
Again, it's early in. We're only 3 laps in, but Boy does have the fastest lap time by 0.9 over LH. And then Davey in... oh, no, Dorian's just put in the 3rd fastest lap time. It is 1.7 seconds back, but Dorian now with the 3rd fastest lap time. So see if Dorian makes his way up.
Trying to go around the outside here. Oleroy
Dorian goes
double
outside for the quad.
Triple, and Dorian quads. Gained so much time on Oleroy there. Can't quite get it back on Oleroy. Oh my God, absolutely puts him into
What
an
is
oppo.
going on? Just crash the bike.
Oleroy getting all squirrely there.
physics.
So Dorian getting that position with a little bit of breathing room. He is now chasing down Breezy. Breezy and KN going at it as well. Neck and neck, different rhythm lines here. Breezy going for the triple over the table and gets the move done. KN going to dive up the inside of him. Can't quite cover the line off. Breezy hitting the tough block, so KN into the back of him. Both somehow stayed up on the bike. That's going to put Dorian right together. Dorian's going to try and go around
Dorian
the outside. Here. Is he going to try and cut
3rd fastest lap time on track.
Oleroy's still there, though. Oleroy not too far. KN does have a lot of cuts, though, I do believe. Oh, no. No, he doesn't. Dorian up the inside, and KN. Dorian pushes KN a bit high, and then KN just gets that unfortunate little Paboso just too high in the corner there and goes down. But it looks like Breezy has gone down. KN trying to go up the inside. Breezy has the inside. Oleroy's down as well, so that's going to be a position for both of them. Breezy up the inside of KN. Squeezes his front end. Doesn't let him cut under him again. Very nice move there from Breezy. Trying to cover that inside
We
as
do
well.
have a battle here for P2 as well. Davey rails the outside, gets a good drive through the works. LH just manages to defend him into the corner here. That was close here, but LH has cuts, I believe.
So Oleroy and KN are going at it right now. Oleroy goes down just for the finish. That is not going to be good. He's got to turn around and go up that finish jump. That is going to let Uturga. He's going to be trying to go up the inside of it and absolutely clips Oleroy. And Oleroy goes down again. So Oleroy has very good speed, but he's just been very, very unfortunate.
Oleroy also has managed to rack himself up here. 4 seconds of cuts. So whether he can make a charge up to the front or not, he will have the 4 seconds of cuts to go towards the end. LH makes a huge mistake in the long rhythm section before the whoops, which puts Davey into a solid now P2. So LH now demoted down to P3,
LH
gets squirrely through the whoops.
Down again in
so
the
Davey
whoops.
now into a comfortable P2 spot. Let's see if LH can make his way back up into Davey. We'll see, but Davey and Boy now 1-2 in the Club Next FXR trial.
LH P3, Dorian P4, Breezy not too far behind Dorian, and KN right on the back. Uturga a little bit far out of this battle now. It's still possible for him to get some good positions here. Thunder get a little bit sketchy in them rollers and nearly front flips on the little triple before the finish jump. That's going to allow Boca to get right onto the back of him now. Boca does have Thunder by cuts. I believe Thunder does have cuts to his name. There you go, TK going down there in that route. We've got Budget Styles. Looks like Boy is trying to go up the inside of Luca here. These guys are going a lap down. So Boy, he has a big gap. But as we saw in the SX2 class, anything can happen when it comes to lappers. You can lose a lot of time when it comes to these lappers. So Boy lapping into top 15, 13 minutes. So just rolls over that corner. It's fine. They're not really going to lose too much time.
Breezy and KN come together in the whoops as KN goes down again. So that's 2 crashes for KN and Breezy in the whoops. How much is that going to lose them? That's going to lose them 8 seconds from Dorian there. So as Dorian goes down, so Breezy and Dorian and Uturga have all had a crash this lap, which means the top 3 have really just pulled a massive gap on the back behind us. So I think this top 3, unless we get some huge lapper issues, is probably going to stay the same, but we'll see.
Uturga just ahead of Oleroy. Looks like KN does have cuts, I do believe, because he is behind Uturga in the leaderboard. However, he is about 2 or 3 seconds ahead on track, so definitely.
KN has 3 seconds of cuts, whereas Uturga has no cuts, so that'll put him 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And lap time wise, we got Boy, LH,
Breezy.
and Dorian with the top 3. So Dorian's still in the top 3 lap times. LH, Davey, where's Davey in the lap times? Davey with 5th fastest lap time in a minute. So Davey is just making moves up into 2nd purely from consistency.
KN right onto the back of Breezy now. KN is not letting him go. He's going to go up the inside of Breezy. Breezy has a little look behind. KN nudges him over the corner and just hits him into the face of that next rut. Breezy loops it, trying to get going again.
There's Oleroy and Uturga going past Breezy. I don't think that was an aggressive move. I think that's just the classic of the ruts. Once you go over them ruts, there's really nothing you can do to control it. So I think that was just an aggressive pass, but nothing Breezy could have done there with the ruts. But that means Uturga and Oleroy go past Breezy now. Oleroy does have cuts, so that means Uturga is still ahead of him. So we'll see how that plays out. But Oleroy does have 5 seconds of cuts.
Dorian not letting LH out of his sight, though. Dorian is actually gaining. Can we get a last lap time check between LH and Dorian? I believe Dorian has probably gained quite a lot.
So Dorian's
2
just put in
seconds
2nd fastest lap time now. So his fastest lap time is 0.3 faster than LH. Not a lot, but Dorian is now currently your 2nd fastest on track. So.
Let's have a look at last lap time. So last lap, 59.4. Dorian 53. So
yeah,
LH
Dorian's
definitely
last
had a
lap
crash.
was his fastest lap. So Dorian's just put in his fastest lap.
No, this is not George. We had like 56 or something in Enduro when round 2 of Enduro. We were complaining about the track for like an hour, or about the riders. Davey getting a bit sketchy in the whoops. Hold on to it, Davey. Oh my god, how on earth has he survived? That factory suspension, that factory machine keeping him up. I don't see a world where Davey can really do anything to Boy. I think Davey just has to sort of know his limit and know that he can have a very, very solid P2 here. I think Boy and Davey absolutely smashing it right now. 1 and 2. Dorian P3 right onto the back of LH. Dorian is right there. definitely running quicker than LH, but I think LH is probably just being very inconsistent at the minute.
So Dorian, again, last lap. He's put back-to-back fastest
Up
lap
the inside
times.
goes Dorian. He's going to try and make the move on LH and puts him on the floor and makes the move. Still gets his line out. But LH on the floor, he's going to lose a lot of time from that. So Dorian making that move. He put it together 2 laps, basically, of setting that pass up and making that move now. Very nice run through the whoops as well. Very clean run. Put about 5
And the pace
or 6
Dorian's
seconds on
running at the minute will probably make him get up there with Davey. Dorian's put down his fastest lap of lap 9 and lap 10 here. So he's gaining and gaining on Davey. With 10 minutes to go, we could see a battle for second here as well.
So Davey with Dark getting a little bit caught up with that lapper. Another lapper down in front of him and another lapper down in front of him. Jesse not... Unless this isn't the Jesse that I thought it was. Might not be the Jesse that I thought it was. But no, Jesse going to lap down. Davey just trying to get away from these lappers. Doesn't really want to be involved with these guys. Got to try and get away from them.
So Dorian is just entering the section Davey's coming out of. So only a section between Davey and Dorian. As Davey makes a mistake before the whoops, which means he's not going to get a good run. Does Dorian get a good run through the whoops? Because that could gain seconds.
Yes, he does. But Dark is going to push him a little bit wide. Dorian does have lappers to get past with Sismic. Very good lap. I'm not sure if that was a mistake or he was moving out of the way. But nonetheless, Dorian got through there nice and easy. But not a lot of time now.
Dorian's last lap was 1.5 seconds faster than Davey, so whether that's speed or lappers, but Dorian is definitely gaining on Davey here. So with this much time left in the race, there's definitely, I think Dorian's going to get up there with Davey.
Davey does have to get around Jesse again after that mistake Davey made. Jesse did get by again in that whoop section, so Davey does have to pass him again, which again will just make him lose a lot of time. Just trying to get lappers because you're not focusing on the guy behind you, you're focusing on the lapper and where they're going to be and when you can pass them. So it's very, very easy to get stuck behind a lapper and lose a lot of time. And Dorian is coming. Dorian does have clear track. He sees Davey right ahead of him. So Dorian has someone in front of him, so he knows where he needs to be. He's pushing very, very hard. He's gaining a lot of time. Only about 2 and a bit seconds in it now. Davey's going to start to feel that pressure soon. He's definitely got to get through these lappers. He's got about 4 lappers in front of him now, right bunch up. So this is either where Davey is going to get past his lappers, no problem, and Dorian's going to get caught up, or as Davey is going to be the first one coming into them, and Jesse's sideways. That was sketchy. Davey's fine though, keeping his lines nice. Dorian is right there though. But Davey's done a good thing here. Jesse is in between them, but Jesse is making the move on Davey again, and that has made Davey make a mistake. So that is allowing Dorian to catch right back up. Jesse does need to move out of the way here. So Dorian right onto the back of Davey, and Davey going down in the whoops, but Dorian's had to change his line because Davey's bike was in front of him, so that's fine. That's good for Davey. They didn't lose too much time, but I would definitely...
I don't know if that's E-road or the rut, because Davey's done that multiple times now where his back wheel lifts off before the whoops. So I don't know if he's getting a kicker or he's leaning forwards a bit too early, but Davey is struggling that corner before the whoops. He's not got a good run through the whoops in multiple laps, which has given Dorian at least a second to 2 a lap, just catching up from the whoop section alone.
And just very unfortunate the section before where Jesse cut up the inside and just darted across. I think that made Davey check up there, so I'm not too sure what Jesse's doing there, but Dorian's managed to get around him. So Dorian's managed to get around. Jesse's gone down and takes Davey down with him, so that's twice now that Jesse has got in Davey's way. Not too sure if there's a bit of tactics going on there. I don't know if Dorian knows Jesse, but he seems to be... I don't know, Dorian got past pretty easy, but Davey seems to be just keep getting caught up with him. So Davey now, a lot of work to do and goes over the rut. LH is right there now.
LH.
So
yeah,
LH
now
is...
makes the pass into podium position.
Yep, so Davey has lost that podium position there. Just that one lapper has just made him make 2 big mistakes, allowing Dorian to go past, and then on top of his mistake in the whoops, Davey has had a struggle the last few laps. Very, very good start to the race, but these last few laps have been very, very hectic for him. He's got to try and get that podium position back now if he wants to be on the box. I don't think there's any cuts coming into play, so Davey has to make that move. 5 and a bit minutes left. Plenty of time for Davey to set that move up. Plenty of time for LH to make a mistake. So Davey's definitely got his work cut out for him now, especially if he wants that P2 back. That is going to be a lot of work. Dorian absolutely dialed in them whoops. I've not seen him get kicked out in that whoop section once. Absolutely flying through them whoops.
Yeah, Dorian is having a very good race here. He's setting consistent 55s.
Sorry to cut you off, but Davey has made the move back into P3 after an LH mistake, and then LH went down in the whoops again. So Davey with a big lead on LH now, which is exactly what he wanted. Now he can focus back up, try to get Dorian back, but Dorian is about a section and a half ahead of him. So it's going to be very, very hard for Davey.
Oleroy, your heat winner as well, your heat 1 winner of the SX1 class, is sitting in P7. He does have 2 people in front of him, but Oleroy is he a lap down now? Almost a lap down?
Almost a lap down, I believe. LH has gone down again, and Boy is about to lap. Wait, is that Boy behind LH? That can't be right. That is.
52
Boy is
seconds,
only a section.
it is.
Yeah.
It was the same with SX2 as well, they nearly lapped 3rd, but, I mean, it didn't happen, but...
So Boy is coming in to lap people that are fighting for the podium a couple laps ago.
Not sure what...
So what's going on with the timing? Why is Dorian and
I was just looking at that.
Boy
What's going on?
What's going on there? Dorian is... Has Boy had a lap not count?
We'll see if it updates. He's definitely still leading. There's no...
He's not like...
Boy's lap has counted, so how is he a lap down?
What happened to Boy? Boy had a 33-second lead. He didn't get... There's no way he got stuck or caught up with someone for almost a minute. There's no way he's gone from a 33-second lead to 23 seconds back. That can't be right.
He's had a lap not count. His last lap was 1 minute 52 seconds.
So, yeah, he's
had a lap not count.
He's had a lap not count, but
just purely because of how far ahead he's still 4th. But Boy is your leader still.
Absolutely. Boy
he
had
should
a
get that back because
33-second
Boy
lead.
is 100%
yeah.
the leader. So as it runs, Boy is P1, Dorian is P2, Davey in P3, LH in P4, and Uturga in P... No, Uturga is still P5, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so very unfortunate for Boy. I'm sure they'll give him his lap back, but that's very unfortunate. A 33-second lead Boy has, so I'm sure he'll be given that back. There's no doubt that he was winning that race, basically. So I'm sure Boy will get that lap time back, and everyone will be moved down a position. So
I believe I did see it too. He collided with a lapper on the face of the finish jump. So I don't know whether he went through the finish jump or not. Like when he was hit.
So he must have got hit through the past the finish jump probably.
It must have been with that, you know, like that issue I had where your body goes through the line but your bike doesn't, and it doesn't count, sort of thing. So from as far as what we know, unofficially, Boy is still your leader.
We'll still treat it as Boy wins, I would say. Like at the end, I want to say, because I'm like 95% sure Boy will be given his lap back. There's kind of no way.
From what we've seen, yeah. Like his last lap time was exactly like 2 laps put together.
Yeah.
But Dorian did go down here, which means Davey has gained slightly. I mean, it is 12 seconds. It's still quite a big gap, but Dorian not exactly perfect from what he was before. There's not a lot of E-Road from what I can see. There's definitely E-Road, but not race changing from what I can see. So 1:15 to go. It's going to put us to around 4 laps, I believe. 3 to 4 laps.
Is there no way you can manually do it, Selfie? If not, you might have to ask someone. Dorian goes flying off the side of the track. If not...
Another mistake in the same section.
Very, very tight. So, Davey is definitely gaining. Dorian did make a big mistake there, so Davey is gaining.
Let's have a look at fastest lap times here. So LH has put in the fastest lap time by 0.009 on the last lap here. Boy has put in 0.009, so Boy is second and Dorian is third in lap times now. So LH has put in the fastest lap time. So we'll have a look here now. On track, where is Dorian? Going into the whoops. Davey must have made another mistake. He's just gone into that long rhythm section. LH
is actually ahead of Davey.
LH is in front of Davey. Yeah, okay.
So Davey must have made a mistake there because LH he was quite far behind. And Davey, again, just touching that tough block. I wouldn't surprise
Yeah.
me if he bins that setup after this race because he has not been doing well in them whoops.
It's his entrance to the whoops. That's the issue. He's lifted. His back end is lifting before the whoops, which is making him get a bad run through the whoops. So we'll see if it's a setup or him a mistake. But his boy, who I believe is coming back, we'll have to speak to Boy, but I believe Boy is coming to lap Davey now. He was 33 seconds ahead from when he last had a lap count. So
as it stands, yes, Boy is lapping everyone at the minute.
as Dorian goes down again. Where is Dorian? Dorian is at the end of this section now, and LH is mid-section. So Dorian's losing seconds a lap now. He's gone from gaining and being one of the fastest on track, most consistent on track, to making consistent crashes now every lap. So LH is now gaining.
Boy's still in the back of Davey here. I believe Davey will probably end up treating this as a position, I would have thought. I don't think he's going to let Boy back, but it wouldn't surprise me if these two are in a VC together. So Boy will probably be 10 and Davey. That his lap's not counted and he's technically lapping him, but I don't know if Davey will let him by. It depends how Davey feels, but it is a final lap. So who do we congratulate at the end of the race on the winning? Do we just say Boy still?
Provisionally, I say we do both. I say we congratulate Dorian for winning, and then unofficially congratulate Boy for winning as well.
That's what I mean. I feel like it's
I think on track Boy has won, but in timing it's saying Dorian has won.
Because it'll be Boy winning, then Dorian second, LH third. That's what it'll be.
Yes, that's the official, unofficial. Oh, Boy goes down anyway, so it's not going to be able to
LH right on the
lap
back of
Davey.
Dorian, by the way. 1 second. Final corner.
Oh,
LH goes
for
for
the
it.
dive. He doesn't
That could
quite
give the
make
position
it.
to Davey. No, Davey's going to go down. So Dorian then
So
your provisional winner.
Yes.
Although I believe that will be P2 for him. Davey got LH. So Davey will be round down the podium.
Yeah.
So provisionally it should be Boy P1, Dorian P2, and Davey P3. So very good ride from Dorian nonetheless. However, very, very unfortunate for Boy. Lap not counted, but I'm like 95% sure he should get his lap back. So I believe it will be Boy taking the win and taking the red plate into next week. And then Dorian P2, and then rounding out that podium is going to be Davey. Olaroy again, very good race. Struggled a little bit, but P5 for him. Boy, I'm pretty sure you will get your lap back. I'm like 90% sure.
Yeah, I was just going to message you, Boy. We'll because from spectating, it's clear that you won the race. It's just it's up to the admins.
It's just Selfie says he will give it back to him. He just needs to figure out how to get it back to him.
Right. Okay.
So Boy,
your unofficial podium for today is Boy in P1, Dorian P2, and Davey ran at the podium in P3. But the also unofficial is Dorian P1, Davey P2, and LH P3.
There is a way you definitely
So
can do it, Selfie. I'm sure there is a way you can do it. You might have to ask JMX maybe. He might know how to do it because he runs obviously the SWMX stuff, so he might know how to do it. I mean, you could always ask Nick if you needed to, if JMX isn't quite sure. But yeah.
Can we get a confirmation official, Selfie? Is it official that Boy did win?
Plane crash in front of the finish, and my time was still counting, so I thought I crossed the line. Yeah, it counted you.
Yeah,
as 2
no,
laps,
I did see him.
Yeah.
Like, he crashed on the face of the finish, but I didn't. I thought he just went through the finish, but
Yeah, 100%. Okay,
Yeah.
so it is official. Boy is the winner. Bro, 7 seconds off lap in a second. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you can't really say he didn't win when he lapped into the podiums. But, so, yes, Boy is P1. He will be taking the red plate into next week. So, next week I might have to throw a Triumph model on. Because Boy's going to have a red plate. So, we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be Boy P1, Dorian P2, and Davey P3. So, Club MX 1-3. Very, very nice. Breezy did a breezy. Didn't really have a great race. Not really much that he could do. Bad start, and then just got caught up with everyone pretty much the entire race. He unfortunately didn't finish the race. But yeah, we'll be back same time next Sunday for round 2 of the WSX series, Vancouver, Canada, I believe it is. And there will be no NSP at the same time as this, so we should get more people in here. It should be more stacked, and there'll probably be some more top guys in there, I would have thought. But yeah, me and Jake will be in the booth again, same time next Sunday for round 2. I believe it's next Sunday anyway. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming by. Hopefully you enjoyed our commentating. I haven't done it in a while, and Jake's never done it. So yeah, hopefully we're quite enjoyable for you there. Obviously the VOD will still be here. So if you did race it or you want to watch the racing back, you will be able to come back and watch the racing. The racing is obviously the top right, SX1 main event and heat racing, anything like that. So if you wanted to check your class, have a look at the top corner. You'll know what race I was spectating basically. But yeah, I will see you all next Sunday at the same time as this. The next normal stream will be in the week at some point. But yeah, we had a good amount of people in there. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy us commentating and yapping for about 2 and a bit hours. So yeah, I will see you guys all in a bit, and I'll see you all in my next stream. So yeah.